What's in the box?
You got to find out. You got to win to find out. Let me go over here and shout out to all the ranch gang, the Reed's Ranch people in here. I'll go start our game thread. Hold on, boys. Give me 1 second. Although this is the new game thread. Just hang out. Arkansas. Okay, there you go. There you go, Trent. Oh, max number, channels and category. Oh, God, I got to delete something. Hold on. Tim, Zach, we got Davey, we got Rachel, we got the boss, RB. We got people here hanging out. Not at the game. They're running through the tee now. Tim, how you feeling about the game?
A lot better than I do about my earlier bets from the noon slot.
You lost 2? 0-11 bad or no?
0-4.
0-4?
0-4.
Damn. You guys betting on the Vols? What are our Vols first quarter game bets? What are we working with? I don't know if I want the 0-15 gang, RB and Tim on the Vols or not, but I'm on Vols first quarter. Just winning it, parlayed with the Vols, winning the second quarter. That was about plus 150. I'm on that one. I'm on Tennessee minus 3.5 first quarter, and then I took a little bit on the first half minus 7.5, and then Tennessee over 41.5 points in the game. So that's what I'm rooting for. Don't know how Tennessee's defense is going to play per se, but have a lot of confidence in the offense to roll against this defense. You guys worried about Bobby Petrino at all? Because they keep showing him. He was smiling like a possum getting off of the bus. He looks happy. He looks ready to be there.
He looked like he's had 2 weeks just to – he's going to do some stuff. He just had that smile, man.
Now, RB, if you think he's had 2 weeks to do this, I think you're underselling it by about 6 years. I think since he got fired at Louisville, he's been preparing for this moment of when he gets a chance to be a big-time head coach again. He's been waiting for this. I'm not necessarily worried about what he does offensively. I just have questions about what they can do defensively. Eddie the Don over in the chat asked, over-under of neck braces at the game. Do we think that joke's still going to have legs? Do you think you'll have more over-under 6 neck braces? Do we think more than 6 Tennessee fans are wearing neck braces?
Over.
You know somebody has...
Over, whether they're doing it for the Petrino thing or not. 6 people in that
right.
stadium are wearing a neck brace.
Yeah.
I would applaud anyone who is in a neck brace for actual physical pain.
And showing up.
That is still there to show up. Yeah, shout out to them. Justin says he's only nervous about Petrino if he's in the same room as his wife. Look at the brag by Hannah. He got married, in case you guys didn't know. He's got a wife now. Congrats to Justin.
Justin married?
Justin got married.
Congratulations,
Congrats to Hannah,
Justin.
not too long ago. Shout out to him. 48-17, 51-34, 48-27. So far, no one.
Over.
Yeah, so far we got a lot of overs, and we ain't got anybody really too worried about Arkansas. I guess Triple C has 42-33 Vols. That's the first Arkansas cover I've seen. Brandon 38-27. That puts it right close to where it's kind of supposed to be, but that's a under in the game and an Arkansas. I guess that'd still be a Tennessee cover right now. It's 10.5. Shout out to Surfside for helping make this possible. Shout out to them for their support. You see the swag. Maybe we'll do some giveaways throughout the game. Got super chats on. Well, we'll figure out a goal where we can raise and we can let you guys maybe dictate what happens. Maybe we'll get some giveaways going.
Here we go.
We're getting ready to kick off.
Here we go.
I hate when it's this time of year in the shadows there.
Shadows,
Yeah. That was the worst thing about NCAA football last year, is playing those games
Yeah,
before you could realize you could change the settings.
I think we actually had to take that, make that a rule.
Yeah.
That you couldn't play in that time slot.
Had to be nighttime in Neyland. But all right, here we go. Let's see.
How do you feel about Arkansas getting the ball first?
Do we know? Maybe the chat can let us know, because we're going to have to rely on you for the volume. We can't have the volume too loud, A, because it'll get us kicked off YouTube, but B, it'll distract Zach. He needs to be focused on everything here.
Laser focus.
Did we win the toss and choose the kick? I feel like usually we take the ball. Did Arkansas win and choose to take it? Maybe somebody in the chat can let us know. But to answer your question, Zach, let me know. I'll let you know my thoughts on it when I see the first couple plays.
How about that?
All right.
Go.
All right.
Early returns, Zach, is that I love it. I love,
Yeah, all right.
I
Yeah,
love
right.
kicking the ball
Keep
off.
doing that.
Yeah, early returns led to a sack. So now Arkansas, of course, going to have to play behind the sticks.
We got McMurray off the slot.
I love when we bring 5. Like
Yeah.
I love when we get 1 extra, and that's what I'm so excited for when Jermod McCoy gets back. If Jermod McCoy ever gets back, is that you will be able to play a lot more, man to man, and trust those 2 corners, Colton Hood and him out on an island, and send some more pressure.
Do you think he's going to come back though?
I still think he's good. I mean, I still say yes, but I do acknowledge.
There's intern Jackson.
Hey, shout out to intern Jackson, MAGA Jackson at the game. Was he with women?
No. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Probably
he did not have his smoky outfit on though, so he's retired
Swag King Kong says the Hogs won the ball.
Hogs got it. Okay,
good for them.
like I said, Petrino's been waiting.
Early third.
Nope.
Right at the
No,
sticks. I think that's going to be a first.
Nice short.
Oh.
All right, Petrino.
Give me that ball.
Got to go for it.
Give me that ball.
You go in here, you just quarterback sneaking it.
he'll-
If you're Petrino, like I said, you've been waiting for this moment for years.
Oh, for punting. Give me that ball.
Go, Bobby.
Bobby, no balls.
You got to be kidding me, Bobby.
We talked all week about
No,
how he
he's
was
gonna
going to
go.
put it on the
He-
table.
He's going to go for it. I think
Okay.
they were taking receivers off the field.
Okay. So we talked all week about how Petrino was going to lay it on the table.
I think they're going to.
That's aggressive at 35 and on your own side.
Yeah.
First drive.
Off the post. Who was that kicking down in the Oklahoma-Texas game? Texas.
55
Doink.
yards.
Doink. This is the great setup here that we have here at the studio. 4 TVs. We got about 7 games going on now. So we'll try to keep you up to date on everything that's happening since you are devoting a screen to us. Texas tried a long field goal, doinked it. They stayed down 3-0.
I think we're getting a review here, aren't we?
Doesn't look like you got enough to overturn that. I thought he had the first down live, but I don't know if you got enough to overturn that.
Shout out to Rob Black, the guy that carries around the little TV screen over there. He was the head coach at Fulton High School forever.
Did he do that? Did he do the screen while he was the head coach too, or?
People in the chat would probably remember or know Bob Black, but Bob Black was not a line judge, but a chain guy over there for probably 25, 30 years, something like that. So
upheld. They did not find evidence that he got there. Now I do think Petrino, you're going for it, right?
Yeah.
You're going for it. And this is the moment last year that our defense was so good at getting these 4th down stops. Funny enough, against Arkansas, like you stayed in that game early because your defense was able to get some 4th down stops and hold them, scoreless on drives. So far, I haven't felt that way about our defense this year, but this is where you see that help on the defensive line come up. This is where you see, Hobbs and Moy be there. Let's see if you can get a stop here.
Nope.
That's a little deflating after a good first down sack that you're able to let them get that first down. That's
pretty easily too.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Yeah. You're scared of Petrino, aren't you, RB? You're worried about this Arkansas game, aren't you?
I mean, what he just did there, and going for it on the first drive and your own end at the 35, he's in it to win it. That's what you got to do, I guess.
I will say, shout out to a lot of coaches. It does feel like we've come so far in the last 3 years of just how many coaches are now aggressive on these 4th downs. Would like to see a little bit more aggressive from Heupel, along that line. I feel like he's pretty conservative. So
you think analytics has played into that a big part?
Yeah,
and just figuring it out.
It's analytics, but it's also just what's accepted in society, like the societal norms, and of course, in football, the football norms, like. Coaches don't get criticized now for getting stopped on 4th down, usually, because go for it. And that's just viewed so much more differently. It's almost more courageous to be a coward and punt in those situations. Like Alabama went for 4th and 8 earlier from their 40. And it goes Taylor running around a little bit.
You can see David get out there.
What's your take on Taylor? Is he? Obviously he's talented, but overall, you think he's got any potential like NFL down the road?
NFL, like as a guy getting to play, no. But as a college quarterback, he's got the legs, and you saw it just there.
I can't remember. I don't know.
You need to get some highlights in here. Enough. Arkansas doing. Oh,
there's a highlight.
Oh, there's our defense.
There's a highlight. There's a highlight.
There goes turn time.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tyree Willis all the way down the field.
Turn time with another awful angle.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a bad angle, and then like
go
another 15 yards.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Just trying to figure out
what
he wanted. It's almost like he didn't know what he wanted to do.
We're gonna have to cut the feed of this if we go down like 2 scores. We're gonna have to turn this off and abort mission. People are gonna be in the chat being mean, blaming us, saying we're the reason why. Oh God.
Sorry, we get a pick here.
Oh God. Bad news about betting on the first quarter is that if you give up an opening touchdown, you're in trouble.
What was the first quarter total?
Total
14.5 was total.
14.5.
14.5.
You'd be in okay shape there, although Arkansas being a little bit more deliberate. It does seem like early on that they don't want to go as fast, and I do think from Petrino's standpoint, that's a good way to keep your defense off the field. Yeah.
So got to keep the ball out of our hands. How about Penn State struggling with Northwestern?
You thought they would make
literally on the verge of going down 14-3. If Northwestern can sustain that drive. Oh no.
Walk-in touchdown.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Well, boys, don't leave the chat. Not our fault, but we got to get some GBOs going in the chat. Everyone type in GBO. That looked like a drive, like we said, that Petrino's been waiting years for. We need some GBOs. Come on, give us some GBOs. We need people to get the mood right. So that's about as good as Bobby Petrino could have done on his first drive. We'll see Tennessee's defense.
You know what's crazy about it? There was nothing creative or out of the. It was just well executed play calling. Nothing out of the norm.
No trick plays, nothing like that.
No weird sets or any of that stuff.
Just the fourth down aggression. All right, let's check here. Our defense sucks ass, John. You know what, Mr. Atlanta Braves fan 10? I've been somewhat confident in our defense, but I can't argue with you at this moment that on that drive the defense sucked ass. But like who was it that put that earlier about the scripted drive? Let me give him a proper shout out. Like
it was scripted.
Keaton points out a scripted drive. Like I do want to see what the defense does the rest of the half once Petrino. A lot of guys look back at Bill Belichick's first drive of the season for North Carolina. That drive made everybody think that North Carolina might actually be worth a damn, and instead they've been pretty terrible. I do want to see what Arkansas looks like
as an overlay
off of the script. But right now, Mr. Atlanta Braves fan 10.
That's John.
Wait, which one is it? Defense is bad. It's not a fluke. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know how you can make the declaration that defense is bad. Now, look, in this game, it's a bad start. But the defense overall, I don't know what we've seen this year outside of Georgia that made you feel like it was too bad. I thought they played pretty well against Mississippi State. Well, son of a bitch.
Justin says time for Josh to plan an exit strategy for Tim Banks.
That's crazy. So Justin's also out on Tim Banks. Poor Tim Banks. Carried the team to the playoff last year, and now Hannah wants to fire him. Hannah wants to run him off. Tim, Ryan, Zach, do you guys think the defense is bad? Because the chat keeps saying the defense sucks, and that I'm wrong for defending them.
I mean, they don't look good.
I think there's definitely holes, right? But I think we're also hurt, right? We're hurt.
Yeah, I don't feel they're bad.
The injury excuse ain't going to be able to be used too much longer. I mean, McCoy's out, but the defensive line's supposed to be healthy now. You know, those guys made it back. Hobbs and Moy are out there, so
Hood's all good, right?
Hood's good. Yeah, I mean, you got your corners out.
Right.
Gibson's out, and McCoy. You know, McCoy's not back, but
it's not. It's the run defense. It's not like I don't feel like it's been the pass side of it.
Right. Give me the non-scripted drive to like.
That's what I'm going with. That's just scripted drive, first drive of the game.
That's the hope.
See
Although
what happens after.
Although I will say, they had their running back come out and say we had holes in our defense, and I think we all hoped that would be something that galvanized the defense and come out and make a statement.
Kind of weird. The running back was the guy saying that.
Yeah. Instead, it was 9 plays, 75 yards right down your throat. That was a statement they made. Live line right now, 5.5. 5.5 for Tennessee.
What's the total?
The total is 72.5. I'm taking Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee minus 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. Now, maybe you guys are about to see me melt down.
What's the strategy there? Do we wait? Because we're going to, the expectation should be our scripted drive
we should go down and score
and equal the same as theirs, right? If we're going on the whole scripted thing and everything executes the way it's supposed to, if we go down and score, that's going to suck. But if we screw up, I feel like you're going to get live.
Well, on the flip side, if I get 5.5 here and Tennessee goes down and score, that's going to go back up to nine probably. So there's some value there.
So you're getting them less than a touchdown is essentially
that's the appeal for me, and also from a fan and a comfort and the success. Although maybe more people get in here and watch if Tennessee is on the brink of losing, but from a happiness standpoint, I don't want to root for Tennessee not to score here. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in the 5.5 and hope that we quickly answer. We've been wondering about Arkansas's defense.
Eddie says we don't have a safety better than Turrentine. Nobody, we don't. We do not.
Okay, that's what I expected from Arkansas's defense. Nice. Joey's stats and the play action are just night and day different from him without play action. So I do like the more we can run play action, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Kitzelman made a catch.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be 5 yards over his head.
I was like, that's in the first row, but he got it. Good to see him make a catch early.
It'd go a long way to making me happy if the offense could go down here and score. It'd go a long way to settling everybody down. The vibes are a little bit off right now. There we go.
Let's go.
Oh, that poor official.
Poor official just got ran over. Yeah. Got to be a little more fleet-footed there, buddy.
I do think you saw Deshaun Bishop, I think, earn the starting job back. And saying earn the starting job back's a little weird because he didn't lose it. But, I think a lot of people had wanted to see more Star Thomas, and it was trending that way to Star Thomas being the lead back. But I thought Mississippi State Bishop was clearly better, and you're seeing him on this drive here. Welcome to the hot seat, Davey Hudson. What's up, brother?
What's up, gentlemen? How are we doing today?
Let's see. We're down 7-0. Not great, but it's 0-0 since you sat down in the chair. So let's see if you're able to get us back on track here.
Arkansas only left 6 guys in the box on that run. Smart decision to hand off to Bishop. Let him get the yardage. Curious to see what the umpire looking like with him.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Let's check it. He got ran over. He got truck sticked.
All right. He did.
Maryland taking a lead on Nebraska.
Northwestern beating Penn State.
Northwestern up 10-7 on Penn State. They were able to pay off that drive with a touchdown. Boy, it's been bad. So Tennessee heads to a commercial break, but it's going to be bad for James Franklin. Really bad if they lose this game. Even struggling with Northwestern is ugly enough. That was a roster that they went all in with, which it was funny listening to everybody talk about how good they were going to be this year. And I understood, hey, Drew Aller's coming back. I didn't think Drew Aller was very good. But they lost 2 absolute blue chippers in Tyler Warren and Abdul Carter, and now they're playing like a team that lost their best player on both sides of the football. And Franklin, maybe is who we thought he was. What else we got? Indiana up 10-7 on Oregon. That surprised you at all, Davey? You surprised that Indiana up early against Oregon?
Not necessarily. Indiana is one of those teams. They generally start out really fast. So I think Dan Lanning, they'll eventually be able to adapt to Kurt Cignetti's offense. I think this game will come down to the fourth quarter, but ultimately I think Oregon's going to walk away with the W. But I like what I've seen from that offense in Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana, to me, I take them. I've been saying on Talk Sports every morning, 8 to 11 a.m. here on Fanrun Radio, but I take Indiana much more seriously this year. Last year, I thought they were fraudulent. I thought they were kind of scheduled tigers and just beat up on average to bad teams. This year, I view them as much more of a threat. They're much better in the trenches, and they're playing a much more like legitimate style of football. Oregon, on the other hand, flew under the radar in the preseason. Now they, have some expectations. Dante Moore now has some expectations. We'll see, because Davey, when you tell me that they barely survived that Penn State team, that doesn't seem that impressive right now when we see how Penn State may actually be bad. So I think Oregon may be a little overrated at this moment.
And I don't necessarily disagree with you. I do think in this new era of college athletics, it's one of those things to where it's more and more like the NFL, where any given Saturday, you can actually see these teams that typically wouldn't be matched up and perform very well stay in the game. I will say, as it relates to Indiana too, man, like, I'm not going to be surprised if Fernando Mendoza is the first name called in the NFL draft next year. That guy has it all. He is likely to be a top 5 pick. And it's one of those things where they didn't exactly have that last year with Curtis Rourke.
Right. Man, if he's the number 1 overall pick, that would surprise me. That would surprise me if he got all the way up there. Now, I do know he's mocked in the first round and he is rising the boards, but maybe that's just more of a testament to there is no quarterback right now. All right, Tennessee's back from break. Let's continue this drive. Patience.
5 yards each carry.
Patience.
I don't see their defense stopping us. It's just a matter of we see our defense continue to look like they did during the first drive of Arkansas.
There's a play action we want to see. There it is, just wide open. Boom. Staley having a good game so far. Good job by Staley. We love that.
Need a bounce back.
And again, just Aguilar in the play action. I think he's just so much more comfortable. Something about the rhythm of it. Obviously you get a little bit more cushion there. You got the defense reacting and leaving some openings, and he's been really, really good in that. He's out the back end. Let's go. I do wonder, because like we're dealing with a delay here on YouTube a little bit, like on YouTube TV, and then there's a YouTube delay on top of it. Somebody in the chat, let me know right now what is happening in the game where you're watching. I'm trying to kind of get people synced up, because Josh said bang, which made me think Joey was about to run it in for a touchdown. I'm curious to see, just kind of where we're at synced up. I need to know who's got the positive spoilers in the chat. All right, Todd wants to know, how do you feel about Bama next week? Right now, Josh, my response is, hey, man, we can't talk about Bama. We're down 7-0. But Jam Miller getting hurt, Davey. Jam Miller knocked out. And it's one of those injuries that looks like it's going to be a multiple-week injury. Like,
play behind.
You would think
we're
that,
play behind.
Okay.
I will say, because Ty Hospital Ball Simpson also threw one to their freshman Meadows, the 6'5" receiver out of Vegas. He got destroyed. The guy was ejected for targeting on that one for Mizzou. But, two guys that they rely on that, are definitely concussed. I will say the concussion protocols in college are not near as stringent as what you see in the NFL. So you would think he's not able to go next Saturday. But knowing Alabama, knowing their medical staff, I would not be surprised if he's cleared to play when we see him next weekend.
I feel like that one was one of the more, if it's a concussion, I mean, I assume it's a head injury the way he got hit, but the way he got off the field and the way they had to kind of hobble and bring him along, it looked like a bad one. Touchdown, get in. Let's go, Bishop. Yeah. Zach, cue up Rocky Top. Just kidding. We don't have the rights. We don't have the rights for that. But let's go. Love that for the boys. That's how you answer offensively. All right, now for all the defensive haters, all the people out on the defense right now, this is where the game starts as far as I'm concerned for the defense. Let's see how they do on this second drive.
It's a typical Josh Heupel drive, 7 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 30 off the clock. Can't ask for more. Let's have our, Bennett Warren. Let's watch his chops, see if he'll be nominated for an Academy Award after this extra point.
See, I don't think we scored fast enough to have to do the fake injury thing this time. I think that was enough of a, you got to break for the injury. You got to break with the penalty a little bit, and that drive was, yeah, see, I don't think we're having to pull it out, Davey. Nobody got the Academy Award.
It's all right. Plenty of game left.
We'll get one before it's over.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope so, because that means we score fast. So I hope we get one of those.
So Todd Fox says the ESPN app is synced with our call.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. 6-0, Oklahoma. They just kicked a field goal against Texas. Low-scoring game. My good friend, the Money Monster, had the under in that game, so that's a good start for him. Indiana, Oregon tied up at 10. I feel weird giving updates on this Nebraska-Maryland game, but I got Maryland plus 6.5, so I'm invested in it. 17-14.
On the sync situation, I find it amazing that with as much of a delay as there generally is, people still bet the next play.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your game plan here?
Tennessee's back to minus 7.5 now.
Minus 7.5. All right, so good. We found a little value there, boys. Good job. We found a little value at the minus 5.5. Now, let's monitor this drive here, because if Arkansas goes back down in the field and scores, I might start coming over to the side that says our defense sucks. This drive will tell a lot to me. Is someone forcing Tim to be there? Guy looks totally checked out. Tim, do you feel like you're forced to be here?
I know. I'm just, I guess, still reeling from my bets this morning.
He went 0-4 this morning. Brad, he went 0 for 4, so he's a little nervous. Are you on the first quarter, Tim? What are you on in the Tennessee
First
game?
half, over 21.5.
I don't have a dog in this fight, but how is that not pass interference on Oregon right here?
Let's check here.
I mean, that's as clean as pass interference as I've ever seen. Like, he just pulled him down.
Pulled him down.
Home cooking. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's your Indiana. You're not getting this call on the road type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah, Signetti,
Get that penalty,
He's mad.
Signetti.
He's mad.
Give him 15
should
yards,
be.
prove a damn point. Let's
he should
go.
be mad.
Did
I think he
did,
did.
did our
Unfortunate,
boy
yeah.
last night get one from South Florida? Did Golish get one on that pass interference call?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did.
At what point? Was that early in the game or late in the
Yeah,
game?
I think it was first half, and like the ball was at least
Yeah,
10
yeah.
yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
And he lost his mind, and I think he got another one.
I appreciate that about Signetti there. It looks like they gave him the penalty, but there you go. Send a damn message. Let's go,
There it is.
Kurt.
Yep.
Let's go, Kurt.
So is that 30?
No, it should just be
Just
15.
15, right? They don't stack them. So.
But it was 4th and 1. I mean, you're not in a position where you're wanting to go for
No,
it,
no.
but
0-4. Just stop for today. You can't stop at 0-4. You got to keep digging.
That's what I'm trying to do over
You got to
here.
dig your way out. You got to keep
I'm
digging.
not.
0-4 on
I'm-
straight bets? Was it a parlay? Like,
I'm three straights and one parlay, three straights. So I'm over here digging, trying to find something else. So
now, you had a good night last night. but-
last night was very good.
Recession happens a little bit.
South
or
Florida
regression.
WNBA, it was good.
Did give him a WNBA winner.
Thank you.
Did give him a WNBA.
I gave you a South Florida winner
You
also.
did. You did. I was going to bet South Florida regardless.
Maybe
The-
not
the
the first half.
Yeah, first half 16.5 total. That was a Tim Hill special. So he can win bets. I have seen him win bets, but I think the big part of that story was Brad saying you need to wake the hell up, Tim. You're here to be entertaining. Be entertaining.
I did drive.
Let's go.
I did drive 12 hours yesterday, so I'm still kind of reeling from that.
Driving ain't tiring. You just sit there. You just sit there. You ain't running. You ain't pushing the car. 12 hours.
You got to be focused. You got to be
Wear your
mentally
eyes out,
focused.
right, Tim?
Yeah, I mean it's just. I mean I should have been laying around all day, just get him back to normal.
And comes back to the beach more tired he was when he left. All right, let's lock in defense. We need to stop here. We need to stop here quickly too. We can still scoop this first quarter.
Way too much time.
There we go. Good coverage there.
Speaking of going back to, next week, Alabama, their right tackle was getting beat almost every play, it seemed like. That is a position to just attack, get Ty Simpson on his ass early. We got a penalty for that?
Okay, well, there's a penalty. Okay.
Yep.
You know what, Josh? I can't. I don't know how to really mute anybody on YouTube. But if you keep telling me we get a pick six and we didn't get a damn pick six, if this play is not a pick six, Josh, You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice.
Be a
Okay.
pick six.
It's not going to be a damn pick
It's not
six
gonna be a
because
pick
it's
six.
a
It's
20
a run
run.
play.
Okay, so Ryan's ahead. He's already
No,
checked
I'm
to
not.
see.
I'm watching what you're watching.
All right, Josh, you're on thin ice, bucko. Real thin ice. Real damn thin ice. And this defense also on thin ice. I may be coming around to the defense side.
No, they're fine.
Let's monitor.
That's the holes.
What's the live total at?
Was 72.
Yeah, it went up to 72. So I imagine it's probably about 76 and a half right now.
I'm looking right now.
Still is locked.
Locks. Oh, no.
Locked on
Oh,
FanDuel.
no. It being locked might mean we might be dealing with a big play here.
Yeah, it's
Get down. Get down.
That's my defense. That's my defense. They make plays.
let's monitor.
Oh, they gave up 30 points to Mississippi State. Yeah, but they scored 14. They got you 14. Davey, if you score 14, you could give up 34 as far as I'm concerned, especially when 3 of those touchdown drives started inside your own 30 after turnovers.
Holding a team to 21 points in today's college football, that's a hell of a game.
Let's
Jordan
go.
Ross.
Let's go. That 5-star? Is that a 5-star?
That is 5-star.
Ross
That's Jordan
coming
Ross.
your way? That's how you come make a play. Jordan Ross, hopefully following the trajectory of Pierce into Josephs, and now Jordan Ross, hopefully that guy getting some play here this year that can then be a big-time leader next year on that defensive line. But big play by him. And, hey, he's the one that kind of screwed you up last year on that punt. You know, he gave that penalty for the running into the kicker. So nice to flip this game early. Where are the defensive haters now, chat? Where are you at the chat now, defensive haters? That's how you make a damn play. Let's go. Let's go.
Now might be a good time to announce a giveaway.
Yeah, let's do a giveaway. What do we got to say? So we got these super chats. Let's see. Anyone who gives, let's see. Let's just start small. Like we're trying to get to what, $10 on a super chat. We'll give away a Fanrun care package. We'll pick one of the people that helps us get to that goal. We'll give away a shirt and some cups and some Surfside swag. You might
more than $10 worth of stuff.
It's more than $10
And we got to
stuff.
ship it to them.
We'll take care of it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll
the boss says we'll take care of it.
We'll take care of it.
All right.
It'll be fine. We'll take care of it. And this might sound like a bad gift, but trust me, it's not. I'm going to send you one of these Surfside keychains, and you're going to love the Surfside keychain. It's a great keychain. You might be like, I don't want a keychain, but trust me, you're going to want a keychain.
You get a foam finger
We
too.
going? We going? We going?
Wow.
Too damn bright.
Overthrew him.
Too damn bright.
So I'm trying to think. So Bishop's back in there for the second drive. Have we gone back-to-back drives with Bishop to start a game at all this season?
You know, Davey, I don't have my Rolodex out where I track the running backs.
Well,
but
we rotate a lot.
No,
but usually you got another guy in there
Yeah.
for the second series.
No, you're right.
This is kind of surprising for me.
To me, I think it says that Peyton Lewis probably falling out of like a 3 running back rotation, right? To where now maybe you're down to just 2. But Bishop looked pretty damn good in that first drive.
Good pocket.
Another bomb. Like that.
Got him.
I thought he got held up a little bit.
Oh,
No, he
man.
did. There was something that happened there. He either
He tripped?
stumbled a little bit or got held up a little bit. No,
He stopped running.
He pulled an
Yeah.
A.J. Brown.
Stop
Pulled an
running.
A.J. Brown. I want to love you, Mike
I know,
Matthews.
but I feel like that ball. It's like he gave up on that ball coming to him.
Let me love you, Mike Matthews.
You're not making it easy, is he?
Let me love you.
So obviously sucks you don't convert, but they at least got to play on their heels because it looks like all we're willing to do is take some deep shots. That's just going to open up the run game.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a good punt here.
Get down.
Stop.
Damn.
What a shitty punt. What a shitty punt. Yeah. Ay. All right, I'm reloading on Surfsides. Anybody need one? Anybody need anything?
I got one in there, John.
Anybody talked about the fact that UCLA is a completely different team?
With
new
Heisman
Heisman?
as the offensive coordinator, bringing the magic to make Nico look like he's a Heisman candidate. It was wild, like the transformation last week. Like watching them play
Yeah.
Penn State and then watching them go to Michigan State. I think Michigan State wants more out of Brad Smith than they're getting right now, right? Where he, but for them to go across the country and then go in there and literally just stomp them, I was impressed. I was impressed.
You're also not getting the they're going to really try to scheme something new where it's like we haven't seen it before. I mean, they were doing the same stuff they did.
No, yeah, it wasn't any kind of trick plays or weird formations or any of that stuff. John and I were talking about it earlier. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Oh no!
How?
What are we talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, they just gashed us for about a 20-yard run.
We should have just
Maybe
gone
more
for
than
it on
that.
fourth down if that was going to be the first play.
I thought
he trucked somebody.
was that first down. I thought
Yeah,
That was it. Yeah.
I thought for sure we were going to commercial break. That's why I went and got a refill.
Have they thrown more than one pass?
No, but I think the book is out that our defense might be sweet when it comes to the running defense. Which, to be fair, Davey, they were trying to throw that second time, but on the strip sack, it felt like. Man, I had dreams of scooping that first quarter after that fumble, but now I'm not sure.
12 carries to one pass plus the fumble.
What were we looking at? 4th and 6 there? Where were we from? Like our 41, 44? Where were we at?
Maybe around the 46.
Okay. 46 a little bit different, but if we were like around the 40, I kind of, that's that aggression that I said I want to see from Josh Heupel. Like we didn't do it. And I
There we
I
go.
also want to just see some, not deep shot after deep shot after deep shot. Let's go build a sustained drive with some.
the deep shots are fun when you hit them, but yeah, when you miss them,
I want some quick points.
yeah, when you miss
I
them,
want some
though,
quick points.
when you miss them, it looks like a desperation play. You know, it looks bad. It looks inefficient when you overthrow it, and then it leads to you.
But we
you
took
punt
2
it
on that
quickly.
drive, right?
Yeah.
2
Back to
gone,
back,
2
yeah.
punt, right? Now they've got the ball. Run the ball down the. You got to hit them.
They're low percentage, but I gotta say Matthews and Brazel both had steps on both of them. Just couldn't link up. It's big third down here. Come on, good job.
Oh, he's wide open down the middle.
Boom. That's
Heats.
oh come on! I thought he dropped it. Oh, the first quarter's cooked, boys. First quarter's cooked.
What'd you have first quarter?
What a catch by Indiana. Damn.
Money line and minus 3.5. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Of course, we got the damn turnover we needed and just couldn't do anything offensive. Defense.
No pressure either.
No.
They're converting
catch.
against Hood too. That ain't good if they're getting that against Hood.
I don't think Talen's one you can just let sit back in the pocket and take his time. Like, he's going to pick you apart. I feel like he's got a little bit of that kind of talent, right?
Yeah,
We got to get some pressure on him.
it feels like a fine line when you're trying to get pressure on him because if you blitz him,
yeah,
that's
right,
when he
he's
can
gonna
get
roll
out and run.
get to
Yeah,
his feet, you know?
you got to hope the defensive line can kind of generate some pressure, but that has not been the case.
Okay.
There we go.
At least kept containment and hand it off.
You're not going to stop Taylor Green also in the run game whenever they're gashing you too. Like if we can make them be one dimensional, if we can kind of cut off that run game a little bit, I think that'll make his life tougher. But when you're able to come up and throw after 7, 8, 10-yard runs, it just makes everything much easier.
Michael Osborne says Tim Banks is the worst defensive coordinator in the SEC, and you can't change my mind.
It's tough to argue with it right now whenever you're getting drives, but I think that's a little overreaction, Michael. But right now it doesn't look
That
good.
doesn't feel good, right? That was wide open.
Yeah, we're getting picked apart.
Two plays ago, the slot was wide open. If I can see it, that's
What's
a
up,
problem.
Mabel?
Mabel!
Yeah, the defense got the turnover they needed, but the offense. See, if the offense helps them out and it's 14-7, it's a little bit easier to stomach this drive. But when the offense doesn't score and you're about to go back down here, the Cam Ward celebration. Don't love that. Don't love being on the other side of that. That's no good. All right, let's see.
Force a field goal.
Yep, it's all about forcing field goals if you're Tennessee's defense.
That's a
this
good
year.
There
start.
you go.
If you're Tennessee's defense this year, it's all about bend but don't break. It's all about forcing field goal attempts and hope that your offense can score.
Yeah, who cares if they get a lot of
if it's only 3, I think you live with that, assuming that your offense is going to go out and score 40 points. Like I do think that's the key to this defense. That's how you lived in 22 and 21 when you had success. Touchdown's obviously a different story. Let's see, 2nd and 12.
Apparently on that long run, the last one, Turrentine got.
Turrentine stinks. He's a turnstile. He stinks. He stinks.
He's a captain too.
Go up there, make a play. All right.
All right, 3rd and short.
Third down. Go.
3rd and medium. 3rd and 4.
Get off.
I bet you Bobby goes for this if it's anything 4th and 2.
Yeah.
I would feel pretty confident based on how how they ran the ball.
Yeah, if I'm Arkansas, there's not really a situation I wouldn't feel comfortable getting 5 or 6 yards right now with the way Tennessee's defense is played. Let's see here.
Crowd to force a false start.
Here we go. Here, let's go.
Got it.
Grab him. Grab him.
Oh.
There we go, Colton.
Not on Hood.
No flags. There we go.
Not on Hood.
Wrap him up.
Hood. Not on Hood. First round.
I'm gonna taunt.
Shut up. Jesus.
Missouri had a taunting penalty early on, and I thought that just gave Alabama the momentum they needed to just really get things clicking.
Well, I mean, Missouri would have had to stop, right? It was 3rd and 15 whenever he got the penalty, right?
It was
leading
around that, yeah.
Yeah, it was leading to 3rd and 15 when they got the penalty, and Alabama ended up scoring a touchdown on that drive. All right, this is a win for the defense. As far as I'm concerned, I can live with that. I can live with that. First quarter's cooked, but that's okay. We just got to get the second. I got to get the first half here. Let's go. All right, let us know how you're feeling after that Arkansas drive. It was the quintessential bend but don't break vibe. What do you think about it? Not hitting the first quarter against this defense hurts. You're 100% right about that, Michael. You're one.
Like, oh, it's not just 4 dudes.
You're 100% right about that. For as bad as that, field goal drive felt, I'm more disappointed, Davey, with not being able to turn that turnover into any points. Like that drive was pretty frustrating.
I mean, if you get 15 yards on that drive alone, you're in field goal range.
Yeah.
I would like for Gilbert to get some, opportunities at least early on that are a little bit farther out. Hopefully to, if he hits them, it can build his confidence back up because he's not exactly been Mr. Reliable this season.
I personally would just like to score touchdowns all the time.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying.
I personally just want to make touchdowns as possible.
I'm saying from this standpoint, it's like we're conceding the touchdown, but it's like at least get in field goal range when you're starting right there.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to see where that punt was from because I need to make a note of that for voluntary action later because I feel like that was a chance where you could have been a little bit more aggressive than we were. Heupel likes the punt, and usually Tennessee does a good job. It was from the 45. Yeah, David, you were right about that.
Our Thomas.
All right, so we've made Thomas in, headed to the second quarter. Tim, grade us. How do you feel about the first quarter?
C minus.
C minus. Davey, what are you grading us?
I'll give them a C. Offense looked really good the first drive. Defense obviously struggling, but I would put it at a C. You just got to capitalize off some of these opportunities more.
That's what I'm going by. A for offense, F for defense.
The defense did force turnover. Hell, the offense let them down.
Yeah, but
I can give the offense an A. They went 1 for 2. They got good field position on the second drive and didn't do nothing with it. I don't really believe in momentum. I don't really believe in it. But if you do, then you would think Tennessee getting that field position after a turnover should have led to something good there, right? Like you want to keep that going and get control of the game, and you let your foot off the gas.
Okay, well I'll change it to a B for offense, D for defense, meet middle C.
There you go. I like it. Man, that is flexible. Can easily change. C, D, hell, who cares? It's all the same thing. We're down 3. What's the live line at right now? Feel like 5.5 is probably
9.5.
9.5 for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. 7.5 where I'm looking at right now.
7.5. Yeah,
Okay. 7.5 where I'm looking at right now. So
69.5.
I just got a text from Bear that said Mike Keith is saying that Pendleton is now hurt.
is it the ankle? Is it the sprained ankle? Because he sprained his ankle at Mississippi State, and they said the bye week had hopefully fixed that. But see if we got an update. See if you can get one from Bear. Was it the ankle?
I'm told he's in the huddle. We'll see what happens in the second quarter.
Okay. Yeah, he was slowed down with an ankle at Mississippi State. Both him and Jesse Perry were slowed down. I feel like a sprained ankle in a big boy. Like I feel like that's something that's going to nag for longer than 2 weeks though. So I feel like he's probably going to be a little ginger on that foot.
Yeah, are you truly a Tennessee center if you're not playing banged up with an ankle injury?
Man. R.I.P. to Mays. I feel like he was always just kind of limping around out there, starting from the Florida game in 21 all the way through his whole career. Hell, I guess we should note, did we get, so Satterwright was in at center, according to Eddie the Don. Yeah, we need to make notes of that. Did Sanders get the start? Did we officially see that?
He did not. He did not.
He did not?
He came in on the second drive, but he did not start.
He did not start, but he was in on the second drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder what the math was behind that. It's like, what was the thinking for that? I feel like if you're going to play him, just start him, no? Either way, let's see. Davey, what's your level of concern right now in terms of just losing this game on a scale of 1 to 100? Where are you at on the panic meter?
I'm at around a 35 right now.
35?
Yeah, with 100 being like we're
Sure.
definitely losing.
Yeah.
35. I mean, listen, I don't like what I saw early on, but I think we're going to settle in. And for those deep shots, we're eventually going to start connecting on those. I don't think Arkansas is just the second half. I think Tennessee's really going to be able to extend this to get the lead and then extend it.
Zach, where are you at on the panic meter, 1 to 100?
0.
Okay. Tim?
10.
I mean,
I'm not very worried.
It's 15 minutes in the second quarter. We can't
Okay.
We can't-
0 seems a little low, but okay. I mean, I think I'm lower than Davey. I'm at like a 17.
I mean, I think the deep shots will start connecting here pretty soon.
ball up, John. Come on. First
Or we
down,
just run
sorry.
it every time for first down.
Let's get some rhythm. Let's go. On the ball. Let's go. Fast.
Run a drive.
Yeah.
Run a drive.
I'd rather just score.
There's
Really
play
drive.
action, boom, right there.
You're all over the play
Go,
action,
go,
John.
go.
You're on that one.
On the play action, put Staley across the middle in those little drag routes right there, those little skinny posts, those little slants. Just have him run across the middle. We need some crossing routes there.
Their secondary is going to bite.
Well, it's what we talked about on the other side. Like, life gets easy for Taylor Green when they're running for 6 or 7 yards. Of course, for Tennessee, if you can get going and get those runs, yeah, the play action is going to make Joey even more effective.
Which will make the deep shots even more effective.
Yep.
Like, I'm a big believer in you got to set that shit up before
Yep.
you just start throwing it down the field.
Unless the guys stop running again.
Unless Mike Matthews
He's
stops
got
running again.
Brazel.
There you go. He's got just a little scramble, little first down. Get
Get
down,
down.
Joey. Get down. We'll take it. I was basically getting down. On the ball. Got him on the heels. Let's go. Oh. Oh. I didn't even notice that. I was like, what the hell was I missing there? But a penalty. Rats. Chad said he's damn 50-50 on this. That ain't no good. That ain't no good.
Arkansas's team, like, even though they've lost a lot of games, I mean, they have kept it to one score throughout the last several seasons.
Yeah, they've lost some heartbreakers. I was just, you couldn't help but be disgusted about their performance though against Notre Dame. Like that was, they looked like they quit in that game.
Do you think Tennessee would you have rather faced Sam Pittman or Bobby Petrino today?
Well, it's funny because Pittman was 2-0 against you, but like I think I'd rather have played, especially like with the way they played for Pittman against Notre Dame. Like I will say they look at least like they want to be out there, which is more than I could say for their last game. So I would say Sam Pittman. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Get you to
3rd and 9.
Yeah, I mean, basically right back. You got your penalty yards. Took you 2 yards, but
It's a 52-yarder if you don't gain anything else.
yeah, like David said, you're at least somewhat working your way into field goal range. Now that is not what you wanted with the 50-yarder, right? I think you wanted more of giving him like a 38-yard chance or a 44-yard chance, somewhere around there. But this would be a hard kick if we don't get any more yards. If I'm Heupel, I'm thinking 2 plays here.
Oh,
That's
screen.
good. That's
Get there,
awesome.
get
good
there,
I like
job.
that.
Good job.
There
Oh,
you go.
baby.
Haley.
Go.
Good play call. Good play call. Davey was panicking. He saw the guys just busting through.
well,
He was
listen, like,
nuts.
usually there's at least a little bit of a chip. I don't even know if that guy was touched.
Yeah.
Worked out, though.
Staley continues his good game. We haven't seen Brazel or Mike make a play yet, but Staley so far with 3 big positives, maybe even 4 big positives.
If Aguilar would have kept that, I don't know if anybody would have gone with him.
Love seeing this from Staley, who struggled a little bit against Mississippi State, but had the big 3rd down conversion where he, drug a defender 4 yards. He's come out and he's looked really good so far.
Single coverage up top.
There'd be a lot of room for a little post there, but they handed it off instead. I saw what you saw, Davey, and I liked that up there. I thought they'd have a lot of room to work in the middle there and beat his defender inside, but instead we handed off. Now we're kind of back in that same position we were in before the Staley screen of 3rd and long, although a much more manageable field goal now, one that should feel confident in if you have to come out here and kick this one. Absolutely terrible throw by Mateer
They resetting? What are we doing here?
in the Red River.
Taking a timeout?
Yeah, get you a timeout. We need a good play here. This is a big play. Like, you should be at least able, to be able to tie the game. But if you can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I'd like to see what this Arkansas offense and the Tennessee defense looks like with a Tennessee lead in this game. Yeah, bad interception by Mateer at 6-3 at halftime of Oklahoma.
What do you think about that? Like rushing him back for this game. I know Texas has a good defense, but like
personally, Davey, I think with how good or how tough, I should say, Oklahoma's schedule is, you can't punt any games. Like you have to have Mateer back out there as soon as possible. Now, I will say, shout out to Mateer. Shout out to Mateer for being willing to go out there and do it, because he's a guy, like you talked about with Mendoza, who has worked his way into 1st round mock draft territory. For him to come out there and only miss 1 game after thumb surgery, like, that's the type of leader you want on your team. So I do give him all the credit for playing there, but from an Oklahoma standpoint, you can't afford any losses.
he's a dog.
Yeah, you don't want to lose to your rival against Texas, obviously, but that schedule's so damn tough. If you're going to try to make a playoff and stay under 2 losses, you got to go all in.
In Texas, I mean, not like they've got a good opportunity in my mind, but I mean, a loss here signifies the end of their season in terms of postseason success.
Yeah. We talked about Penn State and James Franklin and what happens with a loss for them. A Sarkisian loss, especially one right now where they have, 3 points at halftime, is going to get ugly for offensive genius Steve Sarkisian and the golden boy of the generation, Arch Manning. Like, it's 3 points at halftime. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough, even with how good Oklahoma's defense has been this year. You rooting for anybody in that game? Oklahoma, Texas matter to you, Tim? You got a rooting interest
I would go
in
the
that?
Oklahoma win because I think Texas loses. They're eliminated.
Yeah.
One less team for us to worry about. We get to play Oklahoma and we beat them.
Yeah.
Kind of fixes that.
It's a bigger win. You're a top 5 team. But, like, I personally, I think Texas isn't good enough to run the table. So I'd kind of like to see Oklahoma pick up a loss. That way, if we do beat them, they're guaranteed a second loss because, Tennessee might be in position where they are 10-2, and worrying about that. But it feels silly to.
What do you say with, let's say, the argument of Tennessee has a relatively weak schedule compared to a lot of the other teams in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, an Oklahoma win against Texas might
Props that win up.
It'll prop that up to where it's like that helps Tennessee whenever they do play Oklahoma, win or lose.
Yeah, no, I 100% see that argument. And yeah, like Tennessee needs some resume wins. You hope you get one next week against Alabama. Hell, you hope you go 11-1 and don't really need them, but
Big third
we'll
down.
see here. Big third down here. Let's lock back in.
Pocket held up. Got him.
Yep. Brazzle. Oh my God.
No flag? I don't even really pay attention to the flag, but Brazzle wants a flag. You got to make that catch,
You
Brazzle.
gotta
Come on.
catch that.
You're supposed to be the damn Bolitnikoff winner. You make that catch, brother. Let's go. That was good. Good underthrow by Joey, giving him a chance on the back shoulder. And
That's a great ball. Really.
let's see. Yep. If you're Brazzle, you can't cry about pass interference there. Not at all. Nope. Can't cry for a pass interference on that one, Brazzle. Catch the ball. So far, my boy Staley needs some help. Boy, does Max Gilbert need some good vibes here. Let's go right down the middle. All right, Max, there you go. You got what you wanted, Dave. You got that field goal you wanted. There we go.
I need him to get one, dude. Yeah, that's gonna pay dividends later on. Just wait.
58-yard field goal for Indiana. Good.
How deep was it?
58.
58. My God.
Get the lead going into
Indiana hit
halftime.
a 58-yarder.
Yep. 1 second left.
Are the chicken wings here?
No chicken wings.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Buffalo chicken dip.
I've been waiting for those damn chicken
And
wings
cupcakes.
all day.
And cupcakes. John brought the beer. He brought the Surfside sponsorship. He brought 2 Celsius.
Todd writes in, perfect ball by Joey. Like, yeah, I mean, I think that's about as good of a back shoulder throw as you can make right there on the goal line. Brazzle's been awesome with the body control and making those tough contested catches. Would have liked to have that one, but you owe us one. You owe us one, Brazzle, for the rest of the game.
Is it one of those things where it's just there's always going to be one Tennessee wide receiver of the group just have an off night? You know, it was Staley, Mississippi State.
Well, I thought Staley and Mike Matthews had off games. Mike Matthews dropping that deep ball. Now, I did think Davey on the last drive against Mississippi State, all 3 of them made plays, right? Like,
yes, that
Staley,
is fair.
Staley had the first down. Brazzle, the big 4th down conversion. Matthews, the big 2nd and 9 down the field. So it was nice to see those guys kind of respond. But I thought they all had their turns. Maybe not Brazzle, but the other 2 had their turns in Starkville of letting the team down. That's a big miss for the second, the first half bet as well. That's a big miss there for that. Touchdown there, you're in good shape. Field goal, you got a little work to do. Got a 5-team parlay, though. It's down to its final 3 teams. If you want to root for me or against me in the chat, Indiana plus 7.5. We're up 3 at halftime. Okay. Oklahoma money line. We're up 3 at half. Maryland plus 6.5. We're down, 7.5. So we're alive there. They're offering to quadruple my money already on the cash out, but I personally subscribe to cash outs are for suckers. Let's roll. We're back in this position, Davey, where the defense gets, to start again, basically at 0-0. Let's see if they can force a stop. They were able to do it when it was 7-7 the first time. They forced a turnover. See if they can do it again.
I mean, we're not going to have an answer to this, but I am curious to see how this Tennessee coaching staff feels as what they are seeing versus what they were expecting coming into this game.
Blonde vegan rescue baby badass Jalen the dog says, I see your friend is back with you live, John. Surprised he isn't at the beach instead. That's
Just got back.
he just got back.
Just got back yesterday.
This guy goes to the beach more than anybody I know. It's hard to get people to work around here. That's what the boss keeps saying.
I mean, just then be mad about it. I don't give a damn. I like going to the beach.
This guy loves the damn beach. This guy loves it. Todd wants to know where Cody is. Cody is at the game. Cody is at the game. maybe rooting for Arkansas, maybe not. I don't know. He was with Arkansas friends drinking a hog beer. I saw that, but he had tickets to the game. First quarter spread missed for the first time this season.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Not ideal.
Yeah, it can't be too mad. It's been good. But to answer the questions about letting Arkansas get the ball first, I currently do not like it. I do not like it. Wish we'd have got the ball first.
I don't think we really got clarification. I guess Arkansas won the toss and took the
Arkansas
ball.
won the toss and took the ball.
I mean, that checks for Petrino.
Well, I think it's smart for the road team, just because the worst thing you can do as a road team is fall down 7-0 early.
Yep.
And let that come alive and put pressure, especially if you're an offensive team. Arkansas's defense isn't one you want to put out there first, because then you're playing catch up the entire game.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but Florida State has now lost 8 straight conference games.
Yep. Not good. Looked so good, too, after that Bama win. They just disappeared.
2nd and 6. Lock in, lock in, lock in. No pressure.
Turn around, Colton.
Turn around, Colton.
That's a great catch. He got it.
Yeah. They say sometimes that there's no defense for perfect offense, and that's kind of what that looks like right there. Hate it for my boy Colton. Taven Green, though. Taven Green looks comfortable.
That's good in the NFL.
Yep, that's high level. Davey, your number rising. You sound a little exasperated around there. Ryan says he's 75 now on losing. That's
no,
Zach. You still at 0?
I'm at 10 now.
At 10
We're
now.
Working our way up.
number hasn't changed. I mean, that's just a great play.
Yeah, I mean,
Colton Hood just got a big boy. Yeah, they do look like a team that is locked in. You wondered if they were going to have the interim coach bump in RB. I think you're right. Every big play they make, the number goes up, but every big play they make, the confidence for Arkansas goes up. They do not look like the team that quit against Notre Dame.
Taylor.
Turntime got beat inside.
Yep. Turns out again.
You finally had a running back stop. Problem was, running back didn't have the ball. It's like little giants. Whoa.
Loses outside contain, and
There's Turntime on the bad end of a highlight again.
Is Green Becky the Icebox O'Shea in this analogy?
That's right. No mercy. No ball. I will say, if you want to bitch about Tim Banks and get ready to fire him, the safety play and his recruiting of safeties, the biggest concern. Get there. Throw the flag, Holden. Nah, he's going to get rid of it. There's no wings? Oh, I've been waiting all day for wings. What am I going to do for dinner now?
I brought buffalo chicken dip.
There's 9 of us. We can't all eat the buffalo chicken dip. There ain't enough buffalo. Oh, Bear, you ain't got to go get the wings. Oh, it was just content, Bear. Although I am happy we're getting wings. It did work.
Oh, I did think we were getting wings.
Yeah.
100%.
Sometimes when you cry to the parents, you get like, fine, just take it. It is what I wanted.
Honestly, he doesn't like being here watching the game with people anyway.
Yeah, you just get out.
stop.
Get there.
There you
All right,
go.
third
All right,
and long.
3rd and 9. Come
Third
on.
and long. Let's go.
Is their kicker any good?
You hate to say it at this point, but it feels like a must stop. We got to lock in. We got to get down. We need some pressure. A sack here would be great. Not letting them get it into 4th and manageable or field goal range would be great. Let's go. This is where the defense has to make plays. See that fat Michael Myers up there in the Penn State game? That's gross.
So apparently, to answer your question, Davey, they do have the number 1 kicker in the class 25.
Oh.
Who knew? Of course they do, right?
Loaded
saying,
front.
no,
We're sending him. Get there. There we go.
loading.
Get
Oh,
there,
my
get there.
God.
Chase it
Come
down.
on,
Make
come on.
a big
Neylander.
play. Be an athlete. Oh my God. You gotta be shitting me.
I don't know. The defense could be a problem. 75 seems like a pretty realistic number, boys.
Bro,
I mean, he went all the way out.
Joseph, you got to stay a little bit wider there.
T-Lander getting
you gotta
outran.
be a little bit faster.
Awful
You gotta
angle.
be. Great play call, I thought, by Tim Banks. I mean, it should have been a sack. It should have been a punt. Your players just got to make plays. I'm not going to blame Tim Banks for that one.
I feel like you like to see Spillman in there over T-Lander on that
I'd like
kind
to
of a
see
play.
anybody in there over T-Lander after that play. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about as bad as it gets. That's about as bad as it gets. I thought that was a great call by Banks. I thought it was terrible execution by the players.
It's about as bad of an angle as you could take. But get off the field. I mean,
They've done a good job of just keeping the clock moving too.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. I mean, right now we're at what? We had 3 first half possessions for us.
Yep.
Realistically, this 4th one will be our last. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game plan if you're Arkansas, especially if you can go into the half with a lead of any sorts.
They're averaging 7.6 yards a carry.
Okay.
There we go. Third and
All
long
right.
again.
Well, we're back to the point, boys, where we talk about bend but don't break. You can hold them to a field goal. Ultimately, I think you call it a win. Ultimately, you call it a win if you hold them to a field goal. But you got to get off the field. You got to hold them here. Brandon Ashby says, we got to get these boys in geometry class. That's an Angles joke right there. That's an Angles joke. That's good.
Very valid point.
Get them in
Very valid.
geometry class.
It's about the 3rd time we've had a bad angle today.
And we just give it to him.
Eat the clock. Eat the clock. Eat the clock.
There's turn time on the bad end of a highlight again. I need to see that again before I give him the blame, but
There it comes. No, he's just T-Lander again, I think. T-Lander in zone.
well, we worried about the interim coach bump. I think it's here.
In your home building, too. That's what just.
They're doing a good job of taking the crowd out of it. He's short. He got it on the second effort.
Say no originally.
I hate this part.
Yeah, touchdown.
Make the call. You
Can
know
we
what
not
it is.
Have technology that has the tip in the ball, like the first down thing. Just tell me it's a effing touchdown when the nose of the ball touches the plane of the goal. We have that technology at this point.
Wonder if a knee might have been down at the first point of contact when he got low.
I mean, the official's right there, and he has to run 15 yards in before he can make the call.
Sometimes
I mean,
when you
that's so close. Who knows?
sometimes when you do things like this,
He's not down there. He's not down at all.
people are going to say we're the bad luck. You have a watch party in person, people come, they never forget how you make them feel.
He's got the belt.
WWE.
Did you wake up and watch Crown Jewel this morning?
No, did you?
No.
It was good. It was really good.
I did try to log in to watch it, but I couldn't. So
Live line right now, Tennessee minus 3.5.
2.5 now.
2.5
Updated.
now. Yep,
Was
2.5 right
3.5
now. Yep, just changed as we're talking about it. Minus 2.5, minus 164 on the money line. Man, that changed quickly. Minus 2.5. Oh God,
Back up 3.5.
This is what just happened to me. Well, the thing is, you can always
Is
take
that
it off.
5.5 value still out there? What we got?
5.5. You can get 5.5 at plus 132 right now. This is the same mistake that happened to me, Tim, last year against Arkansas. I just kept live betting and live betting and live betting.
Well, that's what I done 3 years ago in the South Carolina game. It went broke.
We got up 14-3, and I was sitting on a bunch of Tennessee plus money line bets, and I was like, "This is great, let's go!" And then we lost. Very sad.
Is Arkansas going to be to Heupel what Butch Jones was to Steve Spurrier?
Oh God, Davey, I don't like the question. I understand why you have to ask it, but I don't like the question. Arkansas in general, like the Tennessee luck against Arkansas in general has been bad. I think there might be a Clint Sterner curse because really since that fumble, they've gotten the best of us pretty much every time except maybe once.
Is it Clint Sterner or is it Cody McClure?
When was Cody McClure? That'd have been about the time he became a Tennessee fan. It is a question. That's a good question to ask. Cody McClure maybe has only seen us.
Is he a plant? Could be an implant. Could be an implant. Could be what they.
I think he did mention yesterday that was when his fandom started. Was that Arkansas game?
Well, he was talking about his dad becoming a Tennessee fan in the 71 Liberty Bowl or the 71 Cotton Bowl or something. I don't know, but we do have to wonder. Cody McClure was in the building in Arkansas last year. That was a loss. He's apparently in the building today. Yeah. So at the very least we can. Yeah.
If he did make it into the game, can we confirm that? And did he actually make it through the turnstile?
Last win versus Arkansas, 2007.
Yeah, 18 years. 18 years. So there might just be some bad juju here. Let's see here. Let's check in on the chat. Chat, give me your number, 1 to 100. What's your panic level right now? Tim, where you at?
15.
Okay, still holding steady.
I'm still pretty positive.
You live betting over there? You taking the boys?
I am.
All right, so Tim's either going to be really happy here in a bit or really upset. Davey, where you at on the panic meter?
I've moved from a 35 up to 42.
Okay, Zach, you're at a 0, then a 10. Where you at?
11.
RB, where you at?
100.
He's 100. Okay, we're cooked. Are you betting on Arkansas money line? Are you taking Arkansas now?
Not yet. I'm just going to monitor this next drive and go from there.
Okay. Josh is
my boy Swag King Kong 69's at a 4.
Okay.
Not quite in the middle age.
Justin has at a 1 million.
42 rolling in.
1,054,000. All right, we've shifted. All right, next question on a scale of 1 to 100. How much do you blame us for this watch party? 100. It's all our fault. Anything lower than 20?
Yeah.
No, we still like you guys. It's not your fault.
Tell us that number in dollar amounts.
Yeah, 100. Ricky says. Hopefully that was about the team, not about us being the bad luck.
If it is a bad game, we're at least entertaining.
Right.
Streaming wasn't even a thing the last time Tennessee beat Arkansas, so not putting a whole lot on us on that one.
Damn, my iPhone was barely a thing. I don't even know when it would have been.
It was 06, 07.
I mean, I know the iPhone's 07,
okay.
But I just don't know, what month it came out. Anthony says 0 for our blame. Thank you. He blames Heupel. Talk about the pressure that Sarkisian's feeling. You talk about the pressure that James Franklin's feeling. Heupel's not in that stratosphere, of course, but this is the type of game that makes a lot of people angry and makes a lot of people start questioning you as a coach, which isn't fair, but it's just one of those that's going to make everybody mad if you don't find a way to win this one. I've been calling it a can't lose game type of thing. Obviously, you're not going to fire him, but the vibes of your program significantly change if you lose this game.
Chad Reagan says 35 panic, 5 watch party.
Thank you. I'll take those
Another
numbers.
shot.
There's a deep ball down the middle. There it is. Let's go.
Staley again.
The boys are back. How about Big Staley? Just throw the ball to Staley.
A little high into what looked, I don't know that it was double coverage, but there were two guys down there.
Hits Tim and the -5.5. We're going to be eating like kings tomorrow. We're going to be eating steak. Forget Bears wings. I'm ordering some steak.
You can take me to Connors tomorrow, John.
Deal.
Oh, there you go.
Deal.
4 yards.
If
Take
we
it.
get the
Hey,
5.
Everybody's going to the Asian buffet tomorrow.
Asian buffet.
Buffet on me tomorrow if we win.
Oof.
Yeah, what a dot though.
I'll even take Cody.
Staley's
Cody can go too.
Staley's here to play. 5 catches, 105 yards.
Ketzelman.
Got your little screen
Kids.
pass. Get
Pick
up the
to
field.
click. Miles Ketzelman first
Get up
down.
the field. Get up the field. David, you start worrying about the clock here at all? Or are you just trying to get a touchdown as soon as possible?
Just score.
I just don't really want Arkansas to have too much time with the ball back, but
I know,
Tennessee's so rhythm dependent. I think you just have to score.
Yeah, you can't come out of the momentum you've been having.
Okay.
Getting a little
All right.
End around. One more block.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
Get Mike Matthews the ball. Get him some good vibes. Let's go.
Zach Hutton says, somebody please call Cody and tell him to leave.
Let's go.
I don't know that he made it in.
All on the ball. There you go. Take that hit. I imagine seeing an inside run right here, the left side.
And up top, you got one-on-one if you want it.
Okay.
One-on-one,
There it
Bradley.
is.
No.
There it is.
Kittle,
Get
man,
him.
touchdown. Pick the click. Miles gets him.
Fire up Rocky Top, Zach.
Can't, John.
How
It's
much
illegal.
time we got?
There you go.
Around, it's like
3 minutes.
3:15.
I think it's under.
Oh,
yeah,
2:52,
yeah,
okay.
A little bit under.
I think it would.
2 timeouts, 2-minute warning.
Yeah, it will.
Every time they do it on voluntary action, we get knocked.
Oh,
So,
do
like,
we?
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. Rocky Top. They're very protective over Rocky Top. Either the band version or the Osborne version.
Even if you have a license, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Because we do pay for the
Yeah.
music license.
YouTube does not care. We've
They don't
run into
care.
that
YouTube
issue on
does not care.
a number of
We have a license
occasions.
And we pay for it.
That -2.5 looks pretty good after that drive, boys. Let's go. Lock in. Get a stop defense, please. Now, there's a chance here. That this
Hurt
works
lineman time. There it
perfectly.
is. Hurt lineman time.
We
It was
scored.
under, it was under 2 minutes.
We scored pretty quickly. Yeah, we scored pretty quickly. You got to go with the fake injury this time. Give the defense a little bit more time.
Okay.
McCall called it out. He called it out. He said it was hurt lineman time.
73.
There we go. Now, look, I mean, for as bad as the vibes gotten here,
They weren't bad.
if you get a stop, you get a score, you get the ball back at halftime. So you're in like double dip range. And if you're Arkansas, you're dealing with that same clock question we had where it's like, hey, we got to make sure that we don't leave Tennessee anytime here. So maybe they come out and be a little conservative because if you're them, the worst thing you could do is go 3 and out
My concern is
with
we're
2 incompletions.
like just being a shootout. Just a shootout.
Well, I think we're already there.
No,
I
we
think,
are.
yeah,
It's just
we're
like
in the
we
shootout.
are. It's just who's. Gosh, that makes me nervous. Going,
When it becomes a shootout, though, it's a possession game. So, like, you have to, like, be able to manage this right here. Yeah. You could be,
Come back out and go up.
yeah, if you get a stop here, you could be up 14 by the next time they touch the ball.
Correct.
So, like, this is where you got to kind of,
Do you
Gotta bow
sell
up.
out to stop the run on this next drive for them?
3 minutes, 3 timeouts.
I would be surprised if Arkansas's first play was not a run or like a very, very easy pass, like, you know, just something short. Because I think that if you're them, you want to get the clock moving. You want to get to the 2-minute warning with the ball, ideally like 1st and 10.
But why not run the ball? You've had so much success with
Yep.
it. Just do it.
Yep.
See what happens if you pop an 8-9 yard deal or whatever?
If I'm them, I'm doing that for sure. I'm starting it with the pretty simple handoff.
Oh,
Brian Grant, come on down.
I'm hurting, coach.
It's not good.
Do you guys have a problem with this?
No.
Texas is
Do you think it's cheap?
No.
Yeah, but
Very
they've,
cheap.
they've still not fixed the rule entirely. So until they do, I don't have a problem.
Everything I wonder is just like, how does the player feel and the trainers out there having to try to sell this? I'd feel so damn ridiculous if I was out there having to pretend like I got hurt on an extra point.
I think
But if you're
that-
Brian Grant, that's the only way you get on TV. Like, that's the only way you get to play.
But I think at some point in time, I wonder if the TV networks, the NCAA, like, hey guys, like you're pushing our games out by an additional 10, 15 minutes, which is whatever.
Well, especially when you're not getting any stops and the game's going long because of how many damn
Well, because of how
points and
quick you have it,
possessions.
right?
Yeah.
How high scoring the game is.
This game kicked off at what, 4:15?
Is he
Yeah.
even using them for support?
No.
I feel like he's just.
You're telling me, I mean,
I do love when the coach walks out there too.
Yeah,
just
check
to
out-
kinda
check
hey,
on
this
him.
is
Yeah.
real. This is a real injury. Just checking on my guy.
Now they're showing a replay to try to find where he got hurt. Spoiler alert, he didn't. He
Dave
didn't.
Neal's about to apparently come unglued about it.
73, he's down, got the head down. The guy does land on
I
him.
mean, yeah, he
does
got
land
kneed.
on
He
him.
got kneed
They
in the
did pick
back.
the right one to
Yeah,
be funny.
I almost wonder if that was a settle jump too. Though.
That's
Like,
it's a lot of weight.
down.
It'd be kind of sad if Brian Grant was actually hurt and we're all just here like, oh, he's
Yeah,
faking it.
but yeah, it was like it
Knee
was
to the
the,
back, knee to the
I feel
neck.
about as bad
Yeah.
as I did running the guy off trying to throw away trash.
Bennett Warren was going to lay down, but then he saw Grant was already hurt, so he's like, "Ooh, I can't make it too
We can't have
obvious."
3 linemen down on the same play.
Yeah,
It's
someday.
like Syracuse when they had 2 guys just take a knee.
Yeah.
All right. Back to 5.5. Back to 5.5.
We're gonna get a return here. We are.
Let's go. Make a play. Somebody come
Good
hit
hit.
somebody. All right, let's go. Like I said, I fully expect a handoff or a very, very short pass, probably even behind the line of scrimmage here. That's what I'm doing if I'm Bobby P.
I mean, we haven't stopped them outside of the fumble. Like, I mean, they're just 70 yards on 3 of their 4 drives.
Yep. Yep.
Apparently,
And the fumble, I mean, the fumble is 2 plays, 34 yards. So they were moving it on us on that drive as well. We just happened to make a play. But like I said, you've kept pace. You're even on possessions. You're even on the scoreboard. You got to get a stop here and get this in your favor. The worst thing you can do is let them go up where you don't have a chance to answer. There's the handoff.
Come on,
and
guys.
he drags 3 guys for 4 yards.
Drags 3
Don't
guys
lay hit.
and gets inside the play clock of 40 seconds where they could take it down to 2. Take it down
But I
to 2
don't know. That's
minutes.
going to be close. I don't think he's going to be able to.
No, it's simultaneous.
Is it?
They,
Okay.
Yeah, they'll let that slide.
Back up on the ball.
It looks exactly synced. I'd be surprised if they snap it, but if you're Petrino, it does show aggression. There you go. You keep the pace.
An incompletion here. You got a chance, bud. He's wide open and gets the
just
first down.
Pick it up. Okay. Might suck.
Touch time.
This defense might suck. The dreams of the double dip have died. Now it's just don't give up a touchdown. Zach says we ain't getting a stop, John. Well, yeah. Yeah. Seems like you're right.
Feels that way.
Seems like you're right, Zach. I guess the hope is they kick a field goal and we are able to score a touchdown at a half. I guess that's what we're rooting for now.
Is your confidence that low that we can't stop them?
No, I've been trying to keep confidence in the defense, but man, like everything looks very easy for them right now. Everything looks very easy for them. I mean, that 2nd and 6 pass, I mean, was wide open. Just on the easy handoff, Tim. I mean, the guy drug our linebacker 3 yards down the field. Like that should have been a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Instead, just drug us, took us on a ride.
You think there was a look ahead spot here for us at all?
Could be.
It shouldn't, though, coming off a bye week. Though. That's
Should
my
be.
thing.
Right, that's the thing. Like you had plenty of time to.
Well, on Talk Sports, everyone was talking about how they should have this game circled because they lost to Arkansas last year. Like that's what they were telling me. Sam and Cody's like, "Oh, you lost to Arkansas. The boys should be super fired up for revenge." So, like a look ahead spot. I mean,
But I think if you like, it's also like if you don't like, is it like revenge is like momentum, right? Like, is the revenge thing really play into it that much?
in my mind, it didn't. In my mind, it's like, hey, if I'm a Tennessee player, like Tennessee fans, I think you saw it from the fan base too. I mean, like obviously we're not here. I'm not there. I go to the big games. I didn't view this one as a big game. Ticket prices didn't reflect that of a big game. So like on the schedule, this was your 7th, 8th, 9th most important game of the season. And so far, Arkansas is playing it like it's their most important game of the season. And that's where we're getting beat at right now.
The big thing, too, has just been Tennessee. You've done so well at home. And if you somehow drop this one, you're 0-2 in conference at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And, you know, up until last year, you had done well at home. Like you had handled business at home. Last year you did too, but you kind of struggled against Kentucky. You know, that was a 3-point game with 10 minutes left. That was 21-18. You had to go on a big, long drive to put them away. Florida, you let hang around. Arch Manning down the middle of the field, touchdown, Texas.
I could have thrown that pass.
Yep. Yep. That was a good play. Wide open. Busted. Texas now up. And a real dogfight there. I think I get that wide open. What are we doing here? We're faking
Send the
a
guy
screen.
in motion. No one goes with him.
Oh,
yet.
that's just terrible. That's just terrible. I wouldn't even know misdirection there, really. These 2 minutes obviously important. Worst thing you can do is let them score with about 15, 20 seconds left.
When does Heupel start thinking about using his 2 remaining timeouts?
I don't think it's any time until you get them on a negative play. I think for now, you just, if they want to come out and waste 40 seconds, you let them outside of a big sack or, you know, a snap over the head or something.
20 yards away from field goal range. You got it.
Get him. There we go.
Now,
Balls out.
fumble,
Balls out.
fumble.
Balls out.
Ball down.
Now I think he got back on it.
All right. Take the timeout. All right, take
I think
out.
I think I'm still holding right now. I think
Timeout.
No,
I think I'm still holding. No, our offense is fast enough. I'm still holding it because I want Arkansas to have to make their decision. Like I want Arkansas, like, hey, if you want to run the ball here and keep the clock moving, that's fine. We'll take 3rd and 18. But if,
Clearly fumble. David Hobbs.
David Hobbs.
David Hobbs. Good job, sir.
there's the havoc you're wreaking
On
there.
the- on the stump.
fumble. Oh, you got to get that, Joseph. Joseph wanted to pick it up and run with it again. Ball on the ball.
Hasn't been there all game. That's what happens when you get pressure.
Taven got it back from him. But yeah, I'm not
Gotta
gonna
get pressure.
I'm not gonna time out there because if I'm Tennessee, I want Arkansas. Well, they called it.
They did call it.
That's why you're not a coach.
Well, we'll
guess.
see what Arkansas does here because now Arkansas.
What is that? Second
I would have saved it. I would
20?
John, I would have saved it. And
mean-
let them put the pressure on them to have to do something.
Yeah.
Big Tim. With the visor.
Well, if you can force them to run it here and get a quick stop, thinking like, hey, we just need to kill the clock, not give Tennessee much time.
Like I think if I'm Arkansas now, like if you run the ball twice, even
22.
there, like no, I'm just saying, like even if you punt on the drive, like and you run that clock, I mean, it's a minute with no timeout, so that's okay. I think Tennessee could get in scoring position there, but if I'm Arkansas, I think if you get it to a minute and 15, minute 20, then they're all of a sudden they maybe take their foot off the gas. Now I think they keep their foot on it.
If he can get 10 here, probably be aggressive on 3rd.
I'm still throwing here. If I'm Arkansas, no.
Get the edge. Get the edge. There you go.
Yeah,
Let me-
okay,
That's
okay, okay.
all right. I thought he was going to run out of
All
bounds.
right.
It's okay.
Now it's
I let the clock run here.
just let it go. With pressures on them, sit it back. Deep coverage.
Or they take the 3rd timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you take it on first, you got to take it on second because you want to punish them, in my opinion, Davey, for like here if they throw it and it's incomplete, the clock stops,
Fair.
right? So like you want to punish them there. If you let it run to a minute, they might be willing just to hand it off there again. There's not a big punishment.
Just changed too. It went from a minute 37.
Oh, they gave him the 6 seconds back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back, yeah.
Nothing makes me more frustrated than when a coach takes a timeout, but he's allowed like 7 seconds to run off when they're trying to conserve
Yeah.
the clock.
Yeah.
We got some heated conversation about
Yeah,
the
they,
defense here.
They're arguing in the chat.
Chats are
They're,
turning each
they're
other.
going after each other.
Well, the defense is divisive. But like I'm.
Is it divisive because it's the whole, like it feels like the whole philosophy is bend don't break.
Yeah, and wreak havoc. Like I mean, I think against Mississippi State, if you gave them credit for the 2 turnovers that led to touchdowns, you came out giving that defense a B+ performance. If you don't give them credit for the turnovers, it was an F. Here, like they forced 2 fumbles. If you recover that
wide,
second one,
screen, make a play,
easy
please.
pass, make a play. All right.
Ooh,
All right.
that's the ball out.
All right, so you should get the ball back with about 50 seconds left after the punt, maybe about 48 seconds left. No timeouts. Of course, clock stops. You can get in field goal range here and get you a double dip.
Back out. Back up safety, making a play there.
Who do we send back there? We know punt return. That's been a touchy subject as of
Should be
late.
Boo Carter.
Boo
no question
Carter,
asked,
yeah.
Period.
I
don't know
agree
why the
with
guy's
you.
not playing more snaps and why he's not always back there. When we put Brandon Staley in, why?
I agree. I
That's a
think
good question.
you got to fill this one. I don't even care if you
And
put
he's
2
our
guys
most-
back
like,
there.
I know Staley's was a wide receiver, but Boo, like that dude can catch some punts in some tight situations. I'm very confident with him back there. And also too, anytime he gets the ball and the ball is in his hands, he's a playmaker.
Well, also, you just got to consider that Staley dropped the ball against
Right,
Mississippi
that's what I'm
State. So,
saying.
like,
Like,
yeah.
we've
That's what I'm
been there
saying,
against
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
why are we doing that?
Oh, my Maryland parlay. Oh, they were driving a tie and he fumbled at the goal line. Oh, that plus 5.5,
It's
plus
still early,
6.5.
third quarter, 10 minutes left.
I know, but it was about to be a tie game.
You're all right. You're all right. Is that you or the money monster?
No,
Your
it's
friend, the
me.
money monster.
No, it's me. The money monster didn't have Maryland. I'm on Maryland. Knee down. Get down. Knees down.
Yeah. Oh.
Bang bang as it gets.
Flag on that?
He's down.
down.
He's down.
That's bang bang. No, he's down, but he's
Yeah.
bang bang. That's bang bang. He's down.
Shins down.
We ask if we go for it with this much time left, 50 seconds left. I think with Tennessee,
Boo is
you
going
do.
back there.
you go for it, especially when you consider, clock stops, of course, after first downs. You just want to get to at least long field goal range.
Especially if you get a good punt return here. Like you get a good punt return, set yourself up. We'll make a play. What was the first half number?
7.5 was the spread. The over under was.
And he ain't gonna field it.
Where'd the ball go?
Ball, yeah.
Out of bounds.
Not
About
good.
14, 15.
Farther up.
Walking it up,
Oh, that's
walking
good.
it up,
Well,
17, 18.
That was out of frame before
Right.
they even got to boo. So I no idea where
It'll
that
be
was.
interesting to see what Josh does here, though. 54 seconds. You're pretty deep in your own territory. No timeout. And in a tie ball game, you do not. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't want to, but you don't want to. We cannot afford a turnover here, so you can't be too aggressive.
I think you made a mistake against Georgia, not trusting your quarterback enough. I personally would like to see Joey earn some confidence here, earn some trust from his coaching staff, and you go out. Maybe the first play you're somewhat safe to see if you can get the drive going. A little inside handoff here. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Now you go.
Yep.
Now you go.
It's the beaver.
Yep.
Guns.
There you go.
Go down.
All right,
That
ball at the 50, 45 seconds.
That inside handoff on to start the drive is always really effective because A, they're not ready for it, but B, like it just lets you start your drive. Now you're going.
And we stop the clock.
Yeah, that's a 10-second runoff. Now that takes touchdown off the table, it feels like, and now you're just trying to hope you get in field goal range.
Have we seen?
At 21.5, you on that?
Star at all?
Damn. Yeah, no, he got it on the third drive. But Bishop's definitely outpacing him.
Lewis came in, I believe.
False start on the
years
offensive
after that.
line. Everybody but the center.
Everybody but the center. That first half team total, 21.5 in shambles here unless Tennessee can hit a big play.
Off a big play, getting up there, trying to go fast.
That's where we were getting ready to take a big shot.
Yep.
You were getting ready to hit your little play action.
I mean, they're
Play
playing.
action
They're
deep
playing
ball.
up, man. Look at them. They're playing up. You
So
got
wait a minute.
one deep, right?
So no runoff? That clock didn't go. Should have went to 32.
Yeah, you don't have a
What?
time. Yeah, there it is. There it
Okay.
is. There it is.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
wait.
Maybe.
I guess
Gotta
he
be
was
it.
setting the clock back to 44. Then
There it is.
There
Okay.
it is. There it is. Yeah.
I was going to say that should have been a 10-second runoff. Okay.
clock starts on the
Always.
Got the
In
middle.
the middle.
Joey.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh my God. All right.
Please be. Okay. He's fine. Easy now. Easy now. Get out of there.
Feels a little bit like a late stub. Yeah, I feel like a little bit of a. If Joey had gone down instead of running for 10 yards and getting. Nah.
Nice. Fair.
All's fair.
Fair game.
Okay.
I thought somebody clipped him on the way through.
No, he just hit it.
No, he just hit it into the. Oh,
Jesus Christ, Joey.
Ay, ay, ay.
Sorry. Thought that was a person that did that to him, but
Yeah.
it was a locker. All right.
That damn Looney Tunes crash right there.
Jesus.
They put down the wall.
All right. All right. Come on, Joey. Come on, Joey.
Yeah, he was wide
Come
open
on,
in the middle
Joey.
field.
Come on, Joey.
Got him
Come
over
on,
the middle.
Joey.
Fog
Go
it.
deep
Sling
shot,
it.
baby.
It's a little high. Okay. Third 12.
I'm not a ball guy. I mean, I am, but I'm not. But I've seen at least 3 plays where our slot guy has been running down the middle wide open. Wide open.
If the clock's running here, you're taking a Hail Mary if you're not in field goal range. I hope they at least do that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get it and get back up.
Yeah. I think
I don't know what the
I mean,
play
I-
call here is.
yeah.
I guess try to hit
No, I mean, if
something in the
he's-
middle of the field for a first down, get up on it.
That's not good. That's not Get out of there.
That's that could be an intentional grounding.
Oh.
That should be
That should a
15.
personal foul.
But-
Oh,
flag.
there it is. Here it comes. Yep.
Oh,
They
come
drop
on,
it?
what?
Oh, he threw a beanbag. No, a beanbag or a flag? Which one we
What was
doing?
that? He hit him. He came up.
He just
and
headbutted him.
Yeah.
What the hell? Says Mama Aguilar.
You can't headbutt
Why
somebody.
did the ref drop the beanbag? I thought he was throwing a flag.
Because the ball might have gotten loose right there.
No, he threw it out.
No,
Threw it
he
way
out.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. Oh, yeah. You got to call
See,
that.
was
You got to call.
on it, right?
You get up after the play and headbutt somebody. You can't. Come on now. Yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
You
just
got to punt.
get out there and punt.
At least not hobbling.
I love
Yeah.
Kitzelman's dad rocking the baby blue
But
Lady Vols jersey.
The guy that
Dude, put Sanders in. If Perry's going to
watch
get beat
this,
like
watch
that.
this, watch this. Gets
He
up
just
and
falls
just,
over him.
Like but the good guy comes up and just literally headbutts the other dude. That still should have been. I mean, still should have been
Through the end
a
zone.
personal foul. I feel
Put everything into it.
That's a good punt. That's how you do it. Good punt.
Good punt. Yep.
Don't touch it. Guys, let the clock run.
Oh Jesus! You give him 1 second.
Where's Mike Eckler at? Get him from Nebraska.
I got no issue with picking it up there, David, just because Arkansas is obviously not going to try anything. But if they catch you sleeping and somebody swoops in and grabs it, if it takes another bounce somewhere, I think that's the bigger disaster because Arkansas is just going to nil it out here.
I think it's just I think what I'm kind of with Davey. Just the principle of just situational awareness. Let it go for 2 more seconds.
Yeah.
And everybody's running to the locker room versus just 1 more snap. Not that Arkansas is going to do anything. They're not. It's just.
Good punt, though. Good execution there.
That was a good punt. Better than that.
Better than the one he had earlier.
Yeah,
huh?
Really, really, really disappointing end of the drive there. Really, really disappointing end of the drive after you have the big Bishop run. I mean, you got to have a field goal coming out of that. And you didn't. But
Halftime.
you're
Halftime,
tied,
we're going to hit halftime. Huh?
and you got the ball coming out. We'll check in here and there. I don't know what your plan is for halftime. I'm going to take a little
I'd say
bit.
put up
Let's
the
go to-
graphic, let everybody go to the bathroom. And
Go a little
bit of a
break here.
Yeah.
And eat some buffalo chicken dip. And then
That's
go from
right.
there.
Keep arguing.
Keep arguing in the
Our
chat.
defense sucks.
We know
Our defense is terrible.
What are they mad about in here? What are they arguing about?
defense.
They're
Tim
terrible.
Banks.
Our defense is
What's the
terrible.
best insult that's been thrown out yet?
Oh,
Just
we've
that
had
down the ball.
hoe thrown out. We've had Zach call the hoe. Like, I mean, that's amateur, but you
Okay.
know,
Zach got called the hoe. You got called the hoe.
no, not me personally.
Why did they call you a hoe? You only touched my leg like 3 times.
Zach will shut this whole thing down if they start calling him a hoe. He'll just turn
That's
it
right.
off.
Zach be like, I'm running this stream. I will kill it.
Which Hey Arnold character did I get compared to?
I love that. Did you delete that, Zach? Somebody telling you to shave your mustache? Did you delete that?
Yeah, it was some. I got a dumbass friend.
Oh, that was your buddy. Okay.
Yeah,
I can
trying
see
to be funny.
Okay, I can see the deleted message. That's funny.
But all right, we're gonna go to break. We'll be back here in a minute. Keep arguing amongst yourselves. It's funny. Step it up. If you're gonna argue, I mean, at least make it good. And we will be back here in a minute. back. Second half, 17-17. Well, what are the vibes?
In flux. The vibes are in flux. I'm still remaining cautiously optimistic, but in the chat, the people want the defense to play better.
Yeah.
People want the defense to play better. I want the offense to come out here and score a touchdown this half, just to start the half. Like that would put a lot of people at ease. We haven't seen that yet, Davey. We haven't seen Tennessee with the lead. Be nice to get it right here.
Somehow managed to bite my tongue during the halftime, and all I taste is blood. And I'm hoping that's what we're willing to do to Arkansas for the rest of this game. Taste blood.
Kill blood. Hopefully everybody got reset. What's happening here? What's going on? What are we arguing about? What's Petrino mad about? What's the deal? Oh, gotta get my chart.
There's something going on.
Yeah,
We're getting the ball. Like,
I think they're arguing about which side, maybe.
what are we doing?
I think it's something
coach.
about,
Oh, is our comms
it's
good?
about the ball, I thought.
They got hit with an EMP. Like, what's going on here?
Joey did run into it.
He did. I think it got more of him, though, than he got of it. Yeah, comms issue.
If their comms go down, we can't use ours.
That's to the coaches or to the film.
Is that turd? No, it's not turd.
I bet you they get fixed as soon as Arkansas gets the ball back.
That's right one.
Yeah.
So Anthony Lee says we don't get to use our headsets. Arkansas's are okay.
Big kick for Oklahoma, Texas down here. Texas all of a sudden with a 7-point lead, 56-yarder to go up 2 scores.
Drained it.
Drained it.
If it's long enough.
No.
It's not.
He left it short.
That's 56 yards, man.
I know it's funny, though, because I think now with today's kicking, I think we all
You're
expect
Texas.
56 to be in.
Yeah.
You should have a kicker that can make that.
Yep.
56 in
That's why we're
college.
adding the kicking
Yeah.
program. If
Yeah.
you are one of the top 15 programs,
That wasn't even close.
Have a kicker that can make a 56-yard field.
He
That wasn't even
left
close.
He left it 6 yards short. Yeah. All right, Morgan Uber, give us some good news. Wonder what Samantha Lift is doing on the other sideline. Am I right?
So slimy.
See what you did there, John.
Uber Lift.
Uh,
All right, let's get going. Let's see here. Need Tennessee to get us a drive here. Let's go, boys. For the first time of the day, if we get stopped on this
There it is.
drive, I will be worried.
Oh,
okay. We're just going to run over our own.
If we don't score a touchdown here, I'll officially become worried with this game.
First down if we don't trip over our own guy.
Anybody get Ryan falling off camera? Anybody get it? Was that on camera?
I hope. Yeah, it was. It was on camera.
Let's go. Clip it. Clip it. Clip that. Clip that. You okay, boss?
Oh, I'm
You
good.
all
I
right?
was
You good?
moving my stuff for my dog.
Mabel took him down. Here it goes right here. Right there.
Did I go on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on camera. That's going on TikTok.
You want to see it?
Somebody put $5 in the supercharger,
There you go.
whatever, for that thing. I mean, really.
There you go, right here. Here you go, Melissa. Here you go. Watch him. You can see him just boom. Up, up.
See ya.
There we go.
Cons. Beaver.
You know what? Deshaun Bishop may not have like the breakaway like 60, 70-yard runs,
Get
but
a quick first step.
he reels a lot of 15, 20, 25-yard runs off. On the line, let's go. On the line, let's go. Fast, fast, fast.
While we were going through that, they did go back and show Joey running into their comm system and I guess
Play action.
eluded.
Oh, there it
Good
is.
job. Good job.
Matthew, good catch.
On the ball. Let's go. There's that play action. Nice little open middle.
High ball, though, and he made the catch.
High ball and made the catch, which, you can't take that for granted with Mikey.
It feels like Joey's misses are high or overthrown, which
Yep.
is fine. I guess, right?
Across the middle of the field, yeah. I mean, like, I don't really want the overthrows on the middle of the field because those get tipped up in the
Yeah.
air. Like, you saw that against Mississippi State. Like, Deep balls, I think he does a pretty good job of like laying them short. You know, you saw that with the deep shoulder or the back shoulder throw on the goal line earlier tonight. But now the Tim, you laughing at what are you laughing at? What's happening?
Keep it, Joey. There you go.
Go. Hit there.
Just
Hit
go
there.
down
Joey,
there.
I are.
down
Let's
there.
go.
Okay.
In the red zone.
Great.
Minute and 40 seconds.
Great read.
In the
Great
red
read.
zone. This is the drive you want right here.
Okay. I felt bad for laughing. I started busting out laughing.
I just I put something in the super chat for $2.
$2 for the chair.
Let's go. If we get up a couple scores, they will
We
quit,
win,
says
it won't hurt.
Anthony.
It won't hurt.
That's fair.
Love to be up a couple scores here. Love to be up one score. It'd be nice to have a lead in this game. Let's go. Let's finish this drive. And then hopefully Neyland Stadium comes alive at that point.
Heard it's been kind of dead.
Hard to tell because we can't have the volume.
Yeah.
up.
I've heard it.
Is the stadium lit right now? Is it loud on? TV?
Somebody in the chat was complaining about everyone being on their phones in the stadium.
On Big Denny's Wi-Fi.
Danny made the Wi-Fi too good. Turn around. Ah, that's all right. It's a throwaway. Really want to pick this one up here.
What's the flag
What's
for?
the flag? Please be holding on them.
Multiple
That's what it
linemen.
sounds like, yeah. Ineligible downfield. Do you take that if you're Arkansas? Make it third
I
and 15,
decline- I
third and
decline it.
13?
Personal foul.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh, that's a killer.
Left tackle.
What'd he do?
That's bad.
What happened?
Say it.
It's Lance Hurd.
That's the drive killer there.
Been very. Haven't mentioned his name a lot this year, which is a good thing for offensive linemen usually. But a 15-yarder there. That's
Now
Still
we're
don't
back to
have a
what?
replay.
Second and 23. Is that going to be it? Second and 23. All right. Got to get like 10 yards here. Give yourself a chance.
never got the replay. So okay.
That Brazel top of the screen.
Yes.
Take a shot.
Interception, Oregon.
They're bringing him in.
We'll run him in motion. We can
That
play
trips
action
right.
crosser.
Pick
Pick six, Oregon.
There we go. Oh,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Oh, I don't like that call there. Don't like that call there. Now you're in position where you just need 10 yards to give yourself a good field goal. The touchdown's out of the equation. Where's the Lance Hurd personal foul? Where's the personal? They ain't
I
showing
didn't
it
see a
yet.
replay on it. 6 for 50.
No penalties.
And they've
for
yet to have a
Arkansas.
penalty.
Wow. Trino coaching them boys up. Trino coaching them boys up. No penalties in the first game is pretty impressive.
Take your shot, buddy.
There it is. Take the shot.
Oh,
And Kitzelman.
Gotta
Bad
catch
drop.
that one, brother. You got to catch that one.
I don't think we would have gone for the fourth down, but would have been a chip shot field goal at that point. You might have gone for the fourth down.
Gotta
Because you
catch
got to have
that.
that. Right in the bread basket.
Now you're kicking a 47-yard field goal.
He dropped it before he even got hit.
Pressure on Max, Dave. This is what you didn't want to see.
25.
50-yarder.
Yes, sir.
It's good. It's good. There
That
we
was
go.
good from 65. My God.
See, that's the type of kicker Texas is supposed to have. A guy with leg like that. Good kick by Max. All right, but like I said, without the touchdown there, a little bit worried now. Defense got to make some plays.
What's the worry meter at after taking the first lead of the game?
If it was a touchdown, Davey, it would have been about a 10. I'll say now I'm at a 38. 38's where I'm at.
Dang.
I just
75.
Ryan,
75.
Ryan's at
Down
75.
from 100. Down from 100.
Started at 35, went up to 42, back down to 40 now.
40. Okay. Zach,
I'll hold steady at 11.
you've maintained a lot of confidence in the boys. Like I said earlier, when you asked about Arkansas getting the ball first, ask me again after a couple plays. Let's see if Tennessee has made any type of adjustments. Let's see what Arkansas schemed up. Of course, we talked about their scripted play to start the game, right? 9 plays, 75 yards, made it look pretty easy. Let's see what they cooked up in the second half. Because you think if you could script the game, you could script the second half kind of the same way.
Have we gotten any word on what Hurd did to warrant the
No.
15-yard penalty?
Still nothing. Let me check here.
Let me ask.
That
me
was
ask
a drive killer.
What was Hurd's penalty? What was Big Lance's penalty?
We never got a replay of it live. Apparently, hands to the face,
Okay.
which would, I mean,
Was it hands to the face?
that's what I'm seeing.
Hands to the
Yeah,
face.
hands to the face,
Hands
okay.
to the face.
Ooh,
What are you doing about what happened?
Oregon,
Nebraska.
Indiana.
Oh, yeah. They throw another one, or is that just
That's a replay.
okay?
2020. That's all right.
Oh.
It's been a good game.
Looks like Oklahoma. What is happening there?
Oregon tied it up off of Mendoza pick 6.
Oh, okay. Arch fumble and
No,
they
it's, I
stepped
think
out
it's
of
the
bounds to
defender.
grab it.
That's defensive arch.
Oh, that's on defense.
Yeah, it's defense.
Okay.
That's the
So
safety.
now Ryan Shumpert tweets out that all the coaches are on the sideline. Everybody's
Okay.
come down from the box.
Wonder if that changes here with Arkansas getting the ball.
Second and 30 for Oklahoma. My God. Have any of you been paying attention to Texas, Oklahoma? Like
In depth.
closely, yeah. Like his material, like it
Seemed like they just can't get any momentum.
is he hurt? Like, is it from is he not making throws he usually makes? Is he dealing with the thumb issue? Is it just Texas defense has 3 All-Americans on it and he's struggling there? Like,
Let's see here. Do a little bit of research. Flash fly.
that's pretty funny that knocked their comms out. That's
So
pretty good.
Mateer has thrown the ball 25 times for 140 yards. He's got 3 picks.
Okay. 3 picks. That's maybe here's number 4. Yeah. That made me think, unless he just got drilled when he was throwing it, but that looked like his thumb wasn't all the way there.
Well, I mean, we got to take care of our own business here, but watching this game too, it definitely, this is the Oklahoma I thought we would see.
Oh yeah. This is just
Mateer
all-
or not. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a terrible throw.
You're in a dogfight here, though. There's nothing across the country that you can pay attention to at this point. You gotta survive here.
Not everybody has seven games in front of them.
Not
though, John.
everybody has 7 games here. We are lucky enough to have that. Going to get a good one between Indiana, Oregon down the stretch. We'll see if Oklahoma can tie this one up. But mostly it's can Tennessee. Can their defense finally make you happy?
Oh, and
They're
there
saying
goes
they
Texas.
finally got it fixed.
There goes Texas. That's a
Yeah.
punt return touchdown. Holy,
Oh boy, Texas.
20-6.
Take the ball out of Arch's hand just by doing it yourself. All right.
Of course, it looks like the comms are fixed for Arkansas.
And there goes the run back again.
Hey, Turrentine made a tackle. Let's go, Turrentine.
Weren't you worried about Maryland earlier?
He
yeah,
was.
They were down 7, but now
Well,
he
he
cooked. And I should have been paying more attention to Oklahoma. I got Oklahoma on my 5-teamer. It's cooked. Should have just had the damn under on it.
You got the money line?
Yeah, it's cooked. I'm just focused on Tennessee. I'm just focused on the balls. We need to get a stop.
12 rushes for 111 yards.
After talking trash, that's pretty good. Get there.
All right, at least you
We'll
didn't
take it.
catch it.
There you go, Boo.
No flag.
There you go, Boo. Good job by Josephs,
Give him a seat
forcing
belt.
the pressure.
That was close to being like another strip sack like we had
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
half.
Yep. Taven Green obviously got some speed, but that was a quick win by Josephs off the edge, and almost got his hand there.
22-21.
Oh wow.
James is in
75-yard
trouble.
touchdown drive.
Oh wow. James Franklin down 1.
At home.
I don't like the way this is kind of looking like an upset Saturday. Like this is kind of what it was last year when we played against Arkansas, because
No.
that was the same day. Vanderbilt beat
Beat
Alabama,
Alabama,
and we
yeah.
couldn't really enjoy it because we turned around and lost that night. So let's get this big 3rd down here. 3rd down for what? Fire it up.
Come on, Sterling.
Fire it up, Sterl. Give us 3rd down for what? We need it. We need a stop here. You gotta get down.
Every time we're going to play spooky Rocky Top in the second half.
play. Yeah, they're doing. They love the damn Purge song too, which it kind of fires me up. The horn, get there, get there, get there, get there.
Are you kidding? Boo on a drag.
Chasing.
My goodness.
Oof.
Good hit by
Okie
Idris.
doke. Okie doke. That pucker factor. That fear factor, Davey, the nervous scale, I'm rising.
Yep. I mean,
Right.
again, 3rd and long, and you give them something easy, man.
Big Keaton. Big Keaton with a $10 super chat to try to fix the vibes. Shout out to Keaton. Freak of the day. Keaton, I'm giving you 20 entries into the box. How about that for getting this ball rolling? Let's see if the vibes work. Nope, there's a $9, there's a 9, maybe a 10-yard run for your $10. So vibes are not fixed. No refunds, though. No refunds.
When you get 20 entries just for a $10 super chat, think about what you can get for more.
That box is gonna be wild.
Box is going to be wild. Box is going to be crazy. Jerry Marshall says, John, please stop saying Taven.
Yeah, my bad. Whoops. Don't blame me. Blame Surfside.
Shout out Surfside, though. Great watch party. Great sponsor.
Get there. There's a good play. Reno's in his bag. All right. Fumble, fumble, fumble. There you
That's
go.
ours. That's ours. That
There
is
you
ours.
go.
That is
There's
on the
that
ground.
defense
We're
making a
good.
play.
Hey,
There's that defense making a play.
Oh,
No,
I got the point. We got the point.
that's
We got the point. We got
That's
the point.
the defense.
Jordan Ross.
making a
Again.
play.
Jordan Ross again.
That's where that 5-star money comes into play, boys.
That's
Keaton.
how you make up for last year.
Keaton paying to fix the vibe. Shout out Keaton.
Keaton.
I just feel like with the way that his body kind of like when the contact happened, like that ball was out.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Yeah.
Ball's
Yeah,
out right
helmet
there.
on the ball.
That's out.
Farouk. Turrentine's not doing that one, fellas.
There you go.
Helmet on the ball.
Good job.
That's how you do it.
That's a
We
safety.
love Keaton. We love Keaton. Big time defensive stop.
Up, Walker?
Walker has joined the party.
James Franklin, is he attending to a injured player or is he having a heart attack on the sideline?
Both.
Okay.
He's like, hey, can you just stay down for a little bit longer? I need to collect my thoughts. It's 4th and 3 up here.
Figure out why I'm losing at Northwestern right now.
That's the look of a guy who just hates his job.
Do you think I can still get this Arkansas job if they come calling?
They want to come here.
You lose this one.
They want to come here.
What are the odds he then resets his clock?
Yeah, no, I mean it's just the question of who would give him the bailout, where it's just not an obvious, just huge step down. Like if you're going to Vatek, I mean that feels like a give up. Where could he realistically land, Davey? That could pay him where he's not like getting his salary reduced like drastically. That's the question. He makes too much money just to be bouncing around.
Yeah, Oklahoma State's not a good fit. UCLA, you're not going to take the guy you just beat.
I think UCLA's interim and then Newhouse might keep the job. Who knows if they keep winning?
Newhouse might be the head guy.
Yeah, might just say, hey, interim, good job. You're out of here. We're giving it to the golden boy. Yeah, a big 3rd and 3 for Oklahoma, down 14, but they have moved it inside the 30.
It's kind of an odd thing, though. Like, Tim Skipper took over, and he's gotten, like, I've not seen his name anywhere. Like, they are all on Jerry Newhouse. First down, Oklahoma. Shout out to the Yellow Jackets. 35-20 over Virginia Tech. Brent Key keeps the train rolling down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, Georgia Tech just keeps winning and winning and winning. Just keeps winning. That's such a big play by Tennessee's defense. Now, you could say that, like, hey, defense is pretty soft and can't really do much unless they force turnovers, but they've made Arkansas put the ball on the ground 3 times.
Who's in the tent for Arkansas?
I'd say whoever's just running the ball.
Yeah.
Farouk hit him like with his helmet right in his chest.
Yeah,
So it blew.
Whoever was running, I imagine, because he got rocked. So that was a big
Penn
hit.
State does not get the 4th down.
Penn State stopped on 4th
Oh,
down.
my gosh, man.
At home, too, by the way, with that Penn State game.
It's one of those situations where being at home might backfire because the crowd's going to start getting really restless and start groaning and booing. Indiana moves inside the 10, but Tennessee's got work. There's that play X. That's a flag.
That's a flag.
Flag. Where's
That
the
is
flag?
a flag. He pulled him.
Flag.
That's a terrible
He
call.
pulled him.
Oh.
In the hell?
That's still 0 penalties on Arkansas. There's no way this is
Ooh.
rigged. I'm calling. He's clearly
Yeah, he
using
can't
to
get his right arm
slingshot
around.
himself over.
Ooh, that man.
You can't. Oh
gave
my
both
gosh,
arms.
that's
Yeah, both
clearly
arms.
It's all over him.
flag.
Absolute blanket.
He doesn't get there without having his hand on his other side, but big third down here.
Ball doesn't lie,
Come on.
John. God bless.
Bam.
That's a terrible
Come
call.
on.
You've got to have that.
That's two quote unquote.
They're probably. I mean,
2 turnovers.
who are
Yeah.
Nothing out of it.
Two quote unquote momentum drives where the offense can't get it done.
offensive?
It's a good play by the defender.
Arkansas should get really good field position.
Yep, we'll be back. I would imagine Arkansas is going to have it at least on their 40. Good play.
Good play. Good play. Good play.
Right there at the 40, but that was perfect coverage, perfect punt.
I mean, that
What a-
PI is awful. Midfield official staring right at him on the slant, and he just doesn't.
Terrible. Thrown 3 picks.
Been bad.
Been bad.
I'm not with
Mateer,
What is
yeah.
that wide receiver doing there for Oklahoma? He just lose the ball in the
They
sun?
sun.
What the hell are you doing? Yeah.
So they've pulled Mateer.
They've taken Mateer out.
Yes.
Was that 4th down just there for Oklahoma?
I'm not sure.
What, Hawkins is there?
Giovanni Gibson
Indiana
has recorded a.
score to go up.
All right.
Third and goal. Third and goal.
Tennessee's defense, we got it. We got to get a stop again. How about we get a stop by forcing a punt? Like, can we do that? Nope. Right down the. Oh, there we go.
Good
Incomplete.
thing he just
Let's
can't
go.
throw the ball.
Do we have any updates on the comms? Are we back
I
live
thought
there?
they got him going again. Could be wrong, but I thought that issue was resolved.
So Aguilar knocked the logo off the comms box. That's
He
how hard he
drilled
hit
it.
it.
He killed it.
He drilled it.
It was kind of wild how he actually ran into that thing. Like based on just his momentum.
Get down. Let's go. Only a 3-man front here.
I don't hate it though. I mean, yeah, I
Linebackers
don't
gotta
hate it
go.
at all.
Up. Let's
Stop.
go. All right. Needless to say, but this is a big 3rd down.
You get a 3 down front there. You get some more outside leverage with the linebackers.
Taylon Green, not Taven. Taylon.
It's all right. Just blame it on Surfside again.
Taylon. Let's call him Green. Big T. Taylon Green. Taven.
Arkansas currently 4 of 7 on 3rd down conversions.
I'm blaming Taven Jackson for that. I had to say Taven Jackson for like a year straight. All right, here we go. You cannot get
You're
B with an
only
underneath
spending
route. With that run.
4.
Get
Yep.
there. Peel off. Oh my God.
McMurray, Farouk.
Flag.
Gotta
Please
be
be a
holding. Gotta be
holding.
holding.
Please be a holding. Back it up, please.
Had to have been on the.
They've yet to have a penalty all game.
Beep. Beep. Back him up, please. He looks sad. Send him back. They're walking
back.
backwards. Holding.
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 Gotta make sure it's not in the secondary. No, they're staying at midfield. No, that's on
Oh
Tennessee.
my God.
That's on us.
Tough. You gotta have someone spying him there. In the third,
I mean,
like just base cover 2 man.
that's not any worse than the PI you just missed.
The
But
sad part is that even if you had the spy, you had the holding. Oh God.
how do you have a hole in defensive secondary and still give up 20 yards?
That's still just such a damning graphic. I know David keeps pointing it out, but man, 0 penalties for Arkansas compared to our 7, which
Starting to feel like that free throw conversation. You know, like in basketball, we shot 20 free throws and we shot.
yeah, it's not supposed to be at home.
That was the thing with Georgia too. They didn't have any penalties either.
Not in the yeah.
In that down the stretch and the critical.
Not in the second half, I
Yeah.
believe. I think they got maybe
They had
one.
one.
Yeah. And then one we declined, I think, but otherwise a really clean game. Yeah, this is the danger zone here.
Bobby slip him a little something under the table.
Ain't got enough money.
Straight out run, then run that hooker play. Nothing
Okay,
there.
that's fine.
Man, right.
Needless
Another
to
big third
Yeah.
down. Another big third down.
needless to say, but a gigantic third down here.
I think they were going for that same play we ran with a hooker against South Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't think they had the same backside post.
Yeah, I was going to say ours was more of a misdirection where you kind of fooled them. They kind of tried to just stick with the rollout and see what was on that side of the field. 3rd and 2.
Their first snap
Get
under
off the
center.
field.
They going just straight handoff here? They had the sneak
Yep.
earlier that was under center, but get there.
Get
Get
him.
there. Get there.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's how you make a play. That's how you make a play. Good job, defense.
Do they go for it here?
No, they'll take a field goal.
Yeah, it's hard to. I feel like it's.
You gotta take the field goal. Gotta take the field goal. They're close enough.
I feel like you. I feel like you tie the game, but
Yeah, tie the game.
if you're Petrino.
You got Weathersby in there on a third down.
There you go. I think you at least.
They
I
are
think you.
going for it. 4th and 4.
You're gonna go for it.
Lined up to go for it.
Yeah, I don't think in this. I don't think in the third quarter you do the thing where you try to draw them off sides and take the timeout, and you definitely don't take a delay of game here. So
You're also the interim coach. like-
under center though, yeah,
He's
he's
taking
taking a
timeout.
timeout.
Okay,
Under
good.
center, that feels like
I mean,
a bad
If you're Petrino, what do you got to
Bad
lose?
timeout.
doomed call. Yeah,
I'll say
Is
whatever,
that happening now?
Yeah, there goes Art.
Wow.
kicking a field goal does you no good.
Whatever we want them to do, the opposite is the right decision for him.
yeah.
I'd rather them kick the field goal, so I feel like going for 4th down would be the right thing.
So
Arts off the
Texas,
races.
Yeah, Texas ended it.
Going for it? Yeah, go for it. That's the
You went
right
for it
call
on
for them.
4th down in your own territory on the first drive of the game. You now have the lead. You're in plus territory. 4th and 4 to go up by 2 scores versus just keeping it at a 1-score game.
Well, they're down 3, so it'd be you can either tie, either tie or try to take it. So like
You can go for it to tie the game.
yeah, I mean, I feel like with your quarterback and the way you've gotten 5 yards anytime you needed it, like I feel like that is, and you're also got to keep in mind it's a team that is trying to play spoiler.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, I think
I like
they're
it.
going for it.
Green's out there. Yeah, no, Talon, not Taven. Talon's out there. They're out there, and here we
Under.
go.
5 wide. No. Okay.
You're,
Get set.
no, you're trying to play spoiler.
Down.
This could be a big moment. Another turnover for
Get there.
Tennessee.
Holding.
Hopefully.
Hands
Don't hit him.
Intercepted.
Decline that.
Hopefully it's holding. Please don't be hands to the face.
The only thing it could be is what? Legal hands.
Yeah, please be a holding. Let's go.
Oh, shut up. You slimy. You slimy dog.
Let's go.
Decline that.
Really
That's our
good
ball.
feeling. Really good feeling to have that holding flag drop. So like, even if they caught it, you had a good idea it was coming back.
I'll take it.
How about that?
I'll take it.
We'll call that 3 turnovers for the defense. That's 3 turnovers for us.
Technically, still 0 for 0 flags.
That's true. Yeah, we did decline it. 3 turnovers for us.
Colton went up and got that too. It didn't matter, but
Which again, want to point out for the defense that's been much maligned, 3 turnovers they forced. That's a big one. Can the offense do them a favor because they haven't made life easy for them? Because I mean, in all honesty, how much time's left, David? Do you remember? 6 minutes? We're kind of 6
Around
minute
that,
mark,
yeah.
7-minute mark.
6 or so in the third.
Like if in today's college football, if you hold a team to 17 points through 39 minutes of play, that's an acceptable.
Oh man, Indiana with a pick.
That's an acceptable performance. The
Mhm.
defense is doing their job. The offense hasn't been good enough.
Northwestern's in victory formation. James Franklin,
Has lost at home in
North-
the stripe out.
seat.
Northwestern
hotter.
kneeling it out. See you later, Penn State.
When was the last time they lost 3 games in a row?
Oregon in trouble here. They're kneeling it out. They're
Georgia
kneeling
Tech.
it out.
Georgia Tech has closed out 35-20. Shout out to the Jackets.
Tip drill.
We almost had James Franklin here as our guy.
Oregon just
I mean, Indiana's a sure to playoff spot after this based off their schedule.
Yep. And I just think off their skill. I mean, they're
They're
good this year.
They are good.
They're
That quarterback.
Saban today on game day was very, very high on the quarterback, but it was also more high on their defense, just being actually.
They got a first round corner and they fixed their defensive line. So like I took them as a much more of a legitimate threat this year, and winning at Oregon, that'd be a big one.
Penn State's 3-3.
And like Davey said, you could go ahead and take one of those Big Ten spots and give it to them if that's the way it shakes out.
Kind of a damning stat in the chat there. 225 yards rushing for Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. They've been able to get what they want on the ground for the most part, outside of 3 or 4 plays.
Defense has really stepped it up since Keaton stepped it up. MVP so far of the game, our boy Keaton.
$10 super chat.
And Braylon Staley.
And Braylon Staley.
He's been a monster today, too.
On the Penn State stuff, I don't understand why they always have their quarterbacks talked up before the season. Like, who is the last Penn State quarterback to do something at the NFL level?
I don't even think the NFL level, Davey. I just wonder, like, how many of them would you consider, like, actually, like, really good college quarterbacks? I mean, like, Trace McSorley, you know, it'd be the last one for me because I've never felt that way about Aller, and you just, you know, even going back to like
it was Hackenberg, and
even going back to like Matt McGloin, I feel like they talked him up too, and like just it's all Hackenberg was maybe the most egregious one, but all right, offense has to pay this off. The offense has to pay this off. Let's go.
Get rid of it.
Get that hole.
Oh, that's a big hit.
It's all right. Hold the ball. We'll take 5 yards there. Let's go.
Quick search says last time James Franklin lost 3 games in a row, 2021.
2021. Actually, I would have thought that would have been much longer than that.
Maybe going back to Vandy days or something.
Another shot.
Oh no,
Joey!
What was that?
That's the Joey turnover bug that we've been hoping to avoid. Oh,
throw the flag.
Incomplete.
That's a spike delay a game.
What are you doing, Joey? Who are you even throwing to?
Okay.
All right, it is incomplete, though. But who are you throwing it to?
I don't think he saw him. Just trying to get rid of it.
I mean, he almost made a similar play like that against.
You can't have another 3 and
Georgia.
out after forcing that turnover. You just can't. You got to help your defense. You got him.
Nice.
He's
You can
short.
get
Got to
there.
go for it, Josh.
He's
On the
short.
ball, run it. Nah, they're not going to. Josh ain't going to go for it.
Go for it, man.
He ain't going to.
You need half a yard. If you can't get half a yard against this defense,
Let's
like
go, Josh. On the ball.
I like the route, but you got to get to the stick.
Yeah.
In
you
motion.
can't stop short.
We're not going to go for this. Are we? I hope we do.
Quarter,
Hand the ball
man.
off.
It's not the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
You don't lose the game on this play. You
Go.
There you go. Yeah.
They better be outside.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
That direction.
It looked like it.
That direction.
It was a good job.
You messed up. You messed
messed
up.
up.
Oh, no, they're pointing towards us.
Well, we're pointing. Everybody's pointing towards everybody.
Oh. Oh, no.
Get in his face, Josh.
How?
Oh, my God.
Dude, he crossed over the neutral, like into the neutral zone.
Josh said, get the fuck out of here.
Let's see it. Show us the replay. You wouldn't show us the hands in the face.
Still no penalties on him.
Still no penalties. Let's see if there's a twitch first.
No! Oh my God. 88 clearly moved. And you could see it on his face too. As soon as they panned to
Look
him,
at
he
him. He's
was,
smiling now. You can see it.
that's an awful call.
That's a game changer. That's a game-changing play.
Give me a drop here.
You got a good tackling.
Bump. Ah, that's the way they jumped on it. Ah, come on.
That is an awful call.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
And that sucks too, because like as an offensive lineman, you're taught to react and draw that, and he reacts. and then you still get called for a false start. Like, come on, you can't win.
All right, defense.
Bow up.
Let's see if you can make a play. Again.
So apparently they call it a snap infraction.
Well, I was going to say the center did the thing with his hand, but like, they're saying they moved the ball too. Like,
No, that was the left guard is who.
yeah.
And that's, I mean, that's
There we go.
common. That
That's
happens all the
good.
time.
Seatbelt.
Third
Lock
down.
him up. Lock him up. Hey, Tim.
Big third down.
Big third down here. Got to get a stop.
Keep containment.
Yeah, keep him.
Yeah, keep containment. I think that's rule number 1.
Should be.
Rule number 1 is don't let Green scramble for the first down.
Vibes are stinking low. Well, they're not that low.
Come on.
It's third and 8. Let's make a play here.
Dropping out of it.
Oh, you
Up the
got
middle.
him. Free rush. Get there.
Get there. Close out. Let's go. There we go.
There we go, boys.
There we go.
No flags.
Tim
No
Banks.
flags.
Tim Banks
Okay.
got
Foul
it
up.
again. Let's go, Timmy.
I didn't see who it was. Somebody came, free up the middle. I don't.
Timmy.
Oh, they just didn't block.
Herring again. Yeah.
Let's go.
And then boo. Vibes are up. Vibes are fine. We're good.
Well, I would like to see the offense do something. I would like to see the offense do their damn job.
Well, it's, our 11 against their 11 plus 4 idiots in stripes.
How about a first down? Let's start with a first down.
Paul Feinbaum, I thought they canceled him.
Let's go. People still saying the vibes are low, but just close your eyes for a second and imagine if we score a touchdown, how good the vibes will be there.
Give me the bomb.
How good will the vibes be then, Davey, if you score a touchdown?
Oh, you'd be feeling pretty good to go up 10. I mean,
Let's go.
listen, like this is a team, I think you get a strong enough lead. I don't think they have the mentality to claw back into it.
I like it.
Come on, Matt.
I like it.
All right,
All
on the
right.
ball, on the
Good.
ball, on the
Let's
ball, on
go.
the ball. Let's go.
Fast, fun, and real. Let's go.
On the ball.
I mean, they've done a good job keeping Brazel out of this one. I would like to.
Does Brazel even have a catch?
He's got one catch that I
Okay.
know of, yeah. But he's not been targeted often.
We've not hit a deep shot yet.
Mm-mm.
That guy was lined up offsides. Now, they
Yeah,
didn't call
They
it.
didn't call it, but
First
he
down.
was.
Let's go. We got a first down. Let's go.
John won it. John won the
Have we-
first.
All
one.
right.
Have we thrown a deep shot since the first 2 on that first
No. They heard you yelling about the deep shots, and then Joey said, fine,
We're
I'm not going
ready
to throw
for
them
one,
anymore.
though. We're ready
Here it
for
comes.
one.
Here it
We're ready
comes.
for one. We're ready for one.
Yes.
There it is.
That'll work.
Up the field.
Mike,
Hold
hold the ball.
Hold that ball.
Staley's been huge today, man.
Staley, that's Matthews that
Matthews,
time.
yeah.
But Staley's been huge as well.
But he has. He's got a lot of catches. He got over 100 yards.
Mike with 2 big catches this drive. Let's go. Rhythm.
Fast, fun, and real.
Rhythm of the night.
God, I love Keaton. What a hero.
You
There you
got
go.
it. You got it.
There you go.
You got it.
There you
Good
go.
job.
Hit that corner.
Oh, man. Oh,
Hit
that's
drop.
not good. Good.
No.
Hip drop.
It didn't look good. It was a hip drop. It looked kind of like a hip drop. Didn't look good.
That's
Didn't look good. Didn't look good.
that's literally the definition of a hip drop.
Uh,
Oh, that's not good. He don't like it. I'm like, come on, relax.
That is a dirty ass tackle.
is it an ankle?
Man, fuck these guys.
It looks like a
Is it an ankle?
maybe
Lower leg,
shin,
knee.
lower leg, shin, knee.
A dirty ass tackle though.
14 carries, 146 yards. I
What's the,
mean,
from
he's been our
the hip
MVP.
drop in the NFL, it's a 15-yard personal
Yeah.
foul.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know if
Plus
they brought that in
plus a big
college or
fine.
not.
I don't think they
No.
have it. I don't think they brought
Yeah.
the hip drop thing into college.
You get a fine for it too in the NFL.
But they don't have it in college, right?
No.
There's no hip drop. It really wasn't a hip drop. He just got rolled up under his deal. Probably an ankle. Ankle slash.
He's out next week.
Yeah.
Leg went sideways.
Yep. Ankle. Say it's probably
Ankle or
right.
knee. Hopefully it's not knee.
Yeah, I'd say hopefully it's an ankle versus knee, right?
Man, that sucks.
Star Thomas, Peyton
It
Lewis.
does. I mean, it does suck but Star is. I think Star's played all right this year. But now what it does is it brings Peyton into year 2. Who's
Yeah.
3 at this point?
Yeah. Dwayne.
But he's hurt, isn't he?
Dwayne, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I think he was questionable for today, I think.
He's walking, but man, that's gonna swell up on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think. Yeah, it doesn't seem like an ACL or anything like that, but it seems like a sprained ankle at the very least. What it
He's
feels-
walking.
He looks
pretty
good walking, but
walking
I
pretty
just
good.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Put a spat on him. It'll be all right.
Like Davey said, I think that's one that the moment you take your cleats off and adrenaline rolls off, that's gonna
Yeah, that's going to.
purple up. All right, finish the drive for him. Let's go. Wendell does not look excited about the crowd cheering. Like, relax, guys. All right, come on.
First and goal. Let's
Come
make
on.
it happen. Is that Peyton?
All on that ball. Let's go.
P. Lou.
Get
Pay
up,
it off. Let's
Get
go.
up, do it again.
Pay it off.
Get it up, do it again.
Pay it off. Pay it off. Pay it off.
Iowa State looking like they're going to fall again.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell might not be that good of a coach.
Oh, he's short.
Down in the,
Unless he rolled over the
they
top.
rolled over him, landed,
What in the world?
and scored.
The Travis Henry leap over the carnage. Love that.
Take it. Take it now.
That's how you put a drive together. Let's go.
I'm at 25 right now. I'm at 25 right now.
Let's
25,
go.
Zach, I'm at 25, Davey. 25.
25?
Feeling good.
Pretty good.
Feeling good.
That's
6 plays, 74 yards, 150 off the clock. Typical Josh Heupel style of drive.
Finally hit the passes you needed to. You know, the two to Matthews. I mean, the drive starter. You know, I don't think you can speak highly enough or place enough importance on the very first play of Josh's drive. If he can get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, I feel like the touchdown numbers go up astronomically.
If there's a data guy out there that could give us some numbers on
Yeah.
that would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
When he has a positive play on first down, it's like it opens up a whole different
Yeah.
dimension of playbook for him.
Yeah.
You know, but that negative play on first down, I don't feel like he gets that same like that playbook seems to shrink a little bit, like a
Needs
little
to
bit.
stay on schedule.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
they gotta stay on
staying on
schedule,
schedule.
right? Like big deal, right? Like it's a big deal for him.
Well, it's just an offense so built on rhythm and confusion and pace. So
But
it's
is
hard to get up and
rhythm-
go really
is
fast after an
rhythm-
incomplete.
Is
Like,
rhythm like equal to momentum or no?
I don't think so.
There's
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Venn diagram areas.
Well, I think people that believe in momentum that talk about it, yeah, do attribute it to it. But I think for Heupel, it's just his offense is built on people getting confused. So I think it's just
I
more
go
so
back
of
to
those.
Walker, like more
Yeah.
about schedule than
Yeah.
being momentum.
Yeah.
Like I just need my people to do this, and I want to do this on the first 3 plays.
So if you had the, I think it was the Money Monster that had Texas, Oklahoma
The under.
under, you are a victor.
Good job by that guy. It would have been better if my guys for Toledo didn't blow a 21-0 lead earlier. That would have been
That would have
really cool.
I would have really made my early window be 1 in 10. But it would have salvaged the early window. The early window would have been salvaged.
Yeah, it's looking
Yeah,
like
that money monster guy.
it's looking like a rough day. Tennessee doesn't. I don't think Tennessee's gonna get over the 41.5 unless something really picks up. So I did
Get
need
old
the under to cash.
What the
I didn't
game total
realize-
in that?
Six,
67?
yeah, somewhere between 67 and 69. It just is somewhere there.
How about the live total of the Tennessee game being 72?
That's
You know, at one
After
point
the
in time,
first
it was
one.
72.
my God, that's
But
There we
again,
go.
if you tell me that through 43 minutes the defense has only allowed 17 points
No,
and
you're right. You're
and
right.
effectively had 3 turnovers, Like that to me feels a lot, or that's a lot better than it's felt in this game. Like
how much does the feeling around the defense just stem from because the running game has been a problem.
yeah, but I think
But has
that's
that
just
really been the only problem? Is really the running game?
Yeah.
against Georgia. I mean, you couldn't get the stop through the air.
Early here, it was the same thing, right? Early here,
Get there. That's a killer. See, it's just those type of plays that's just deflating though. Like you're up 10.
But do you believe it? Do you believe that Tim Banks' style is bend, don't break, bring pressure at appropriate times, and just see what happens? Because that's what it feels like. He's just like
It's like a front running defense almost. Like it's built to be leading.
yeah.
I think that, and plus I think he just also just doesn't want to give up big plays. So like that, I think that goes like, hey, we'll give you 10, 15 here, but very rarely does it feel like we give up the huge.
Colorado rushes the field as Matt Campbell loses yet again.
And Dante Moore.
Not a big Matt Campbell fan.
Oh, is that Thielen?
Dante Moore just threw another pick.
Now here you go.
No, they have a line. They have like they put out a yellow safety line to separate the fans from the other people, I think.
Here,
I've seen them do that in basketball games.
Yeah.
here you go. 2nd and 12. You just gave up a first down on 2nd and 12. It'd be really nice. 2nd and 11. It'd be really nice to make them be 3rd and long. Like that'd be really nice.
You
Win this down.
Going empty set.
Win this down here.
No.
Come up,
That's a
Colton.
hole.
Come up,
No,
Colton.
we're in the middle.
Hold flag.
Oh, my
Flag.
goodness.
They're finally going to get one.
First accepted penalty. of the
Tyree got a help.
Well, well, I'm not going to celebrate until I see the call
I
for
was about to
cheers.
say, this
Yeah,
isn't something
hands
to
to
get
the
away.
face.
Wide open down the middle again, though. 6.
They got a penalty, Tim.
Let's go.
They got a penalty.
One penalty for 10 yards.
Yeah.
Essentially,
The biggest win of the day.
Let's go, Davey.
3 quarters into the game. 3 quarters into the game.
My boy Luganville right there. Shout out, Tom.
Who's that? Oh, there he is. I
Oh,
see.
yeah, he's-
Sorry, we have 7 TVs here.
Come on. In the quarter. Let's go.
Nebraska
Let's
came back
go.
and
Let's
beat
go.
Maryland. John.
Yeah, another. I had 6.5, but it don't
Oh, you're
matter.
good.
I had Texas. I had Texas too, or Oklahoma. So I'm cooked there.
Oh, no.
That'd have been a nice hit.
What's
Alright,
Nebraska's
it's all right.
next?
Why not just take the?
I also feel like we're at the point in the game where Bobby can take off his sunglasses, right? Like just looking out the window.
He's one of them goots.
Hearing
He's
what's
one of them guys.
One of them guys. Like he's one of them guys. I wear my sunglasses at night.
He is really old.
The sun is no longer on that part of the sideline. As a former UT student, started to
running
be
a-
able to figure out in the student section when you would actually be able to see without the sun just blinding
No,
you
I
directly.
think
Right.
you got here right before we talked about it, but we were talking about the shadows and the sun for these mid afternoon kickoffs or whatever you want to call it, and we literally had to make a rule on NCAA last year. It was big. It was a big thing we all played around here last year, right? Literally had to make a rule that you could not play a 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 3:50 or whatever it was last year in the game, 3:30, 4:15. Couldn't play that game because of the shadows in the game.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, if you played at Neyland, we had to play at night. Like that was the rule because it was such a disadvantage. But also, like Bobby, like, it's like the sun's. Yeah, you're good, bro. You can take the sunglasses off, man. We all know who you are at this point. Bear might put them back on. Now those are your reading glasses. We got Bear in the house. He's nervous though. He don't like to watch the game with us. Bear don't like to watch the game with us. Well, we did not mark it for children.
We did
didn't
not mark it
this
for children.
or any of that.
I think he
kind of
means
stuff.
cancelable words. I think he's worried about that.
Well, that was a conversation we had before the live stream.
It was.
Were cancelable words, and Tim told me not to talk shit about any people or whatever. I think I've done a pretty good job not talking shit about anybody.
Is bleep sucker one of those words?
Bleep
'Cause
sucker is fine to say.
I think we heard that
Fine
from
to
Bear
say.
earlier.
I mean, hell, we're not playing Rocky Top. We're not playing any licensed music. Are they going to flag us if we cuss?
We should be all right.
All right, then let's just cuss.
We
The
did
rest
not.
Of the way we're cussing.
We did
We're
not.
not going to say any non-cancelable like words. R.I.P. Who was that chick that Cody hated that died?
Sister Jean.
Oh, Sister Jean.
I don't think he
Jean.
I don't think he hated her.
Well,
Yeah.
nah, he didn't hate her. He just said a bunch of stuff about her.
She also
and about got
doesn't-
us canceled.
She doesn't fall into the chick category.
No.
I struggle to put the nuns in the chick
I
category.
mean, back in the day.
She falls into the witch category.
He was just doing investigative
The Catholic
journalism.
Church is going to come back after us.
That's it.
I mean,
R.I.P.
he was going for so
R.I.P.
long.
Another
We
hit.
lost.
Let's do it.
There was a bet of who would last longer, Cody or Sister Jean, and gotta give Cody.
Yeah,
Cody made it.
Cody made it. Cody made it.
Shout out McClure.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he made it because as long as he gets through this game, like, I mean, he's already made it.
Charlie, what's that kid's name? I don't know. That was a wild one. Mistakes are made.
All right, Ryan, you're running this thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Not
We're
even
live.
perfect loss.
We're live. Yeah, perfect. I've always wanted to have one of these mics to talk into directly. Hey, can y'all hear me?
Power ranks
They don't let me on the radio much. I just welcome you guys to the live chat.
Are you still at 100?
No. We're good. We're good. I mean, I think everybody's gonna at the end of the day, man, the defense has got some things. And
What's that,
also
Wilson?
it's
What's that,
Arkansas,
Wilson?
man. It's Arkansas. It's not Oklahoma. It's not Alabama. You know what I mean? So
Get off the field.
Second and what? 21.
Get off. The
Yeah,
field.
you can't give him a first down here. All Tim Banks slander is on the table if they give up a first down.
Are we wearing our headsets again yet?
Yes.
They have the yellow line in the wrong
Yeah, they got it
spot.
wrong. There you go.
Is that another hole? Yeah. Another one.
Vamos! We know, Bear. We see the whole
I'm out of two. We're fine.
Fine now.
Two.
Fine.
We're
Yeah.
fine. Out of two. We're fine. I do feel like Star's hurt or something. Like nothing for him.
Not really. Not much.
And then when Deshaun goes out, it went straight to Peyton, which I thought was weird.
Which maybe they just look at Peyton as a better goal
Like,
line
like,
back.
like,
I don't
That
know.
was a situational thing where you were closer to the goal line. So
Mhm.
maybe.
We'll see it on this next drive.
Look at
who we
that.
go with.
Look at
David
that.
Hobbs.
To get the hold.
Kyrie West.
Yeah, to get the hold and the.
sack.
Yeah, I mean, I know he didn't get
Well,
the
no, but just to
finish it, but right, yeah, he blew the play up.
All right.
Please
Yeah,
just
third
play
one,
the
North
six.
City here.
Play the
Get there again. Get there again.
Yeah.
Fumble. Let's go. Let's go.
He's down. He's down.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, he was down. But
NFL
got on the ground.
touchdown, but yeah, let's
Was he
go.
down?
Yeah,
he
no,
dove.
no,
He
no,
dove
no,
to
no.
get it.
Quarterback was down.
No,
No,
quarterback
no,
went
no.
down.
Oh,
The
interception, right?
fumble.
Uh,
The fumble.
I don't know if it hit the
Yeah.
ground, but that
Hold
should
on
be
here.
a fumble. Well, that's
No,
an
that's a
incomplete
fumble.
pass.
No,
That's a
that's fumble.
fumble.
That's a fumble.
Okay.
He hits
no,
the
no.
arm.
Fumble,
He hits
fumble.
the arm and it comes out and he pushes it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
They
Fumble.
should.
All
If
right.
they
But yeah,
call
he's
it,
down right here.
if
Yeah.
they call it a fumble on the field, it should at least stand.
Yeah.
Live time.
Even if they call it incomplete.
Interception. Live time. I thought it was an interception.
Joshua-
I thought it was tipped and he caught it.
Joseph's.
Is that Joseph's?
It was.
It was.
Whoa.
Damn.
Big job.
Wow. Another defensive turnover. Oh my God. I thought the defense sucked.
They did. Tim Banks.
That's 4 times they forced a fumble. And then the
Oh, yeah.
turnover on
Fumble,
downs.
fumble.
Tim Banks is horrible.
We gotta
What
bring
are
in
we
Matt
gonna
Austin.
do?
Ben, don't break. Ben, don't break.
Is that who they have on the call for this?
God, Indiana about to be the
officiating.
worst.
Dave Neal and
No, I mean, like,
Oh.
usually like, oh, we'll bring in our rules
Indiana's
analyst,
good.
Matt
No.
Austin. I know he does
Matt
ESPN.
Austin.
I didn't know if he was.
Matt Austin sucks.
I'm
Why
a
are they
big-
smile-
I'm a big Gene territory guy.
Well,
I'm a
CBS.
big Gene territory
I'll
guy.
be smiling about it.
Bobby's trying to say it's incomplete.
It's not, Bobby. I hate to tell you, buddy.
Sorry, Bobby.
I
You
feel
also got beat up. You didn't wreck your motorcycle. You also got beat up. I mean, I was like,
it's
Just a reminder.
just a reminder. Like, you don't
you
tell the
got-
truth, bro.
it's 4th down regardless. The call on the field's a fumble. It should stand as a fumble.
That ball's-
Obviously, if you get the recovery, you're in the red zone already. But either way, you got off the field.
That ball's out.
You
Yeah.
did. And like,
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like you're going to get the ball at the
1, 22.
Score a touchdown
Just
here.
take a little method. Like, don't get crazy. We'll have to take a shot here. There's nothing
What
get
was the
super
call?
aggressive
Ball on the
about
field?
this.
Perlote in
Ball on
there.
the field is
Just
fumble.
go run your deal. Go run your deal. Put one in and go up by.
Yeah, there's
go
not
up by
enough to-
17.
Yeah, that's us.
The live spread.
Upheld.
Upheld.
Let's go.
Not
First
enough,
down.
not enough to overturn it.
First down, Tennessee. We're going that way.
Let's go.
What's the live? What's the live right now?
Let's
What's the
go.
live spread
If I
and
was
total right
guessing, I'd say we are every bit of 16.5. Let's see here. Maybe it's 14.5. I'll say,
16.5.
yep, 16.5. Boom.
We're at
now? What's the total?
63.5.
63.
That seems
That's
Oh.
not good.
very high.
I'm gonna take it.
Seems very high. Over?
Over. Is it? You want to hop in here?
37. You're at 43.
44.
You're at 43.
It'd be 51 after this.
7.
It'd be 2 more.
You would.
Indiana is
63.
going to walk away with
You
the
need 3
victory.
touchdowns. Yeah, you
It
need
is
3
locked. So I think we might
touchdowns. Maybe
have
we score here.
just done something.
Go to the end zone right off the turnover.
Oh no,
I mean,
Hopefully it's not a turnover. There it is. Nope.
no.
No.
Pilu
All on the
dragging
ball.
them.
All on the ball.
Is that Peyton again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Russell's guy.
16.5 still minus 136 for Arkansas, plus
Very-
102 for.
very well could be. They don't think they'll have Bishop for next week. Let's go ahead and get Peyton a little bit of run.
Maybe, but like we haven't seen Starr even before that injury on like one drive, right?
I think he's been in for 2.
2.
Yeah. Get rid of it.
It's like that's super.
There you go, Miles.
Kitzelman.
There's that big Gronk type of catch right there. That's what Gronkowski did for years.
It was a good
Pick
job of
to
Aguilar
click.
to stand in there.
Let's
Make
go.
that hit.
Pick
Tight end
to
cross.
click.
I don't think Joey has any problem. Like, I don't think he has any problem with contact. You know what I mean?
No. You like
I'm gonna hang in.
Finish
I'll
him.
take it.
Finish him. Finish him.
Finish it up.
long pass down the field to Staley. He got tripped.
Give me my favorite goal line play.
Bless
Put the
America.
full house in the backfield. Let's do a little power sweep with Joey. Get him in there. Let's go. Come on.
Russell sent a tweet. Penn State's James Franklin is first coach in the last 30 years to lose consecutive games as at least a 20-point favorite.
Oh, God. Oh,
That could
God.
have been our guy, boys. That could have
Touchdown.
been our guy.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Peyton.
Man, Joey had a walk-in touchdown if he just
He
kept
did
it.
if he kept it.
The
Worked
dagger
out.
there.
We'll take it.
Hit right to the top.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Do the fight song.
Now you can exhale.
You can as a winner of the game, right? But not necessarily as a
We got
cover
there's a lot to
of
talk
the game.
Oh, no, the cover's still on the table.
Cover's on the
Now,
table.
if you're 10.5, you're 10.5. Most people in the chat at 10.5, where everybody get the game at? Like most people 10.5.
5.5 and 2.5 live lines.
For
I feel
you,
pretty
for
good
you.
about. Yeah.
Pre-game,
I
lowest
can
I
get
got,
this
lowest I
40,
saw was 10.5.
41.
Pre-game.
We're still arguing about Tim Banks in the chat while they have 17 points,
17 points and 4
4
turnovers.
turnovers, and we're arguing about Tim Banks.
They're probably going to say the turnovers are just a gift from the other team.
Yeah, so we have a guy in here. It's like it's not Tim Banks, it's the players stepping up.
Okay, and that's
all.
That's a fair
football.
point.
that's fair, but also like
Just run a
But-
small business.
Yeah,
with
Hire employees. It's
Right.
all about the employees stepping up and doing their job.
but when the players miss plays and miss tackles,
whose fault is it?
that
then?
gets blamed on Tim Banks.
Right.
Like, you can't only blame the bad stuff on Tim Banks without giving him credit for the good stuff. It has to be the players
Yeah.
at all times, really. I mean,
Like,
like,
if you're getting schematically just blown out of the gym,
Sure.
got it,
Yeah,
got it. But if you're in the plays and your guys just aren't making the plays, that's a problem.
I think the Tim Banks criticism against Ohio State obviously warranted. Like, hey,
100%.
we shouldn't have had our
100%.
cornerbacks trying to play man to
Bad
man
game
against them.
plan.
Yeah, like that.
Bad game plan.
If you want to complain about that game or Georgia last year, sure. Like, I assume that's not what we're talking about here.
Anthony Lee says we are leaky on defense.
17 points, man.
Yeah, but I mean that's like
not-
who is
What's
not
everybody?
who
But the
who
whole-
is
his
not?
whole- how many times has the philosophy we've heard? Bend, don't break.
I mean
So
it's
you're gonna leak.
yeah.
We haven't
But
broke.
you're not gonna flood.
Well, and you know you're going to be having a lot more snaps, but listen, we're in the fourth quarter. You've held them to 17 points, but the thing I always fall back on is name me a defensive coordinator that you do like, you know, that's in
Yeah.
college football, and it's nobody can give a good answer to that. And I just think if as long as you're creating havoc and you're giving the offense opportunities, which today we have forced 4 turnovers. I'm counting the turnover on downs. And the offense hasn't done much with those turnovers, but you're giving your team the chance. You go back to Mississippi State. John talked about it at the beginning. 14 points straight from the defense. It's like those, like you can't just say, oh, that's just the players making plays. It's like, no, we're doing a good job schematically in some of these situations, especially when we're bringing pressure. But listen, I'm not the biggest Tim Banks fan, but I realize he's actually a very good coordinator
Absolutely.
in college football.
Chad has bent the knee to Tim Banks. Good to see.
Well, it's frustrating. I mean, it's very easy to get mad at the defense. It's very easy to get mad at the coaches when the players are giving up, 9 yards of play. So, like, I get it.
The ease of frustration has very much been on the defensive side of the ball this year, right?
Yeah.
We are getting gassed.
The defense has played better than the offense today,
They
in my
have
opinion.
today, but I think it's just the collective throughout the season, seeing how we are against the run game. And I think the thing that does get lost is, guys, it's still fucking Arkansas. It's still Arkansas I know I built up the whole Bobby Petrino's coming here with 2 weeks, 6+ years of building for this moment or whatever, but he brought all that in and he played with us for the first half. So I don't know.
We also haven't even been able to put our best defense on the field
But I think we're as good as we're going to get this year, though, right? Because I don't think McCoy's coming back.
I still hold out hope for McCoy.
If he's coming back, it's next week, and if he doesn't come back next week, he's toast.
I think it could still be after the second bye,
You can be after Alabama.
I think it still be after
At
the
this
second
point,
bye.
like,
Yeah,
in this game right now,
Yeah.
you gotta have him.
I think if you had 2 losses going into Alabama, that's a different story. But like, I think if I'm Josh Heupel and I'm looking at the bigger picture, and I think the bigger picture is sometimes like what the defensive struggle is about, because you look at plays more so than the actual like total production. But like at the big picture of the season, the goal is 10-2, make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So until you have that second loss, I don't think the pressure's on in these games. Like,
do you think? Agreed. But
if you lose
looking
Alabama,
at the schedule, you go here, you go Alabama, right?
Yep.
After Alabama, what?
Kentucky.
If you're
crap
Oklahoma.
game, and then you're coming here to
You
Oklahoma.
gotta buy
or
after
buy
that.
then Oklahoma.
if
right?
you're 5-2,
Oklahoma, then a bye.
if you're 5-2 coming out of that game,
That's right.
I still think you can get to 10-2. Now we'll say Florida really.
Florida scares me. And,
Well, they're up
and I'm not-
7-0 right now.
I'm not bypassing like Vanderbilt. I mean, I know they got like Alabama did their thing, but they still
Get there.
They
There's
are swarming.
7-0.
Jordan Ross again.
Florida up 7-0. Do your dance, Jackson. You deserve
Yeah,
that.
maybe
Let's
that-
go.
Florida's jumping out early. Like Florida's
Jordan Ross.
showing a little promise.
Our ends look good, man. Him and Joseph have had a hell of a game.
Just
That's
big
what I
boy
was-
him.
Well,
I was hoping would happen was
That's
just
big,
they'd eventually
man.
give
where
up.
were they the first time? Where was that pressure the first time? What are we doing differently?
Oh,
Are they just
I
breaking
think
down?
they're breaking down. They're
They're breaking
tired.
down, yeah.
It's it's been a lot.
We're also in an obvious passing situation.
Yeah,
now.
true. We're
And
just put your ears back and
these
go.
D linemen are like, okay, he's going to
let's
pass.
just go
We're going.
hunt.
We don't
Let's
have to
go
worry
hunt.
about
Yeah.
gap integrity.
Let's go hunt.
We're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there it is again. Yeah.
shredded it. Washington State gave them a game.
Let's go. 3rd and long.
I thought there'd been a lot more points in that game.
3rd and long here. Sound the
Ole
alarm.
Miss basically.
Yeah.
Nick asked the question: best overall pass rush since blank.
I think right now we're getting lost in the moment with how good the pass rush
Yeah,
is.
we were
because
better
like Ryan
last
said,
year.
in the first half, it was not good. So I can't answer that question, Nick. Give me time to think about it. Give me time to rewatch this game.
I mean, our pass rush was better last year.
Yeah.
It was better. It was better last year.
Get there. Nobody's going to get home there. Be blank. No.
But I also,
Fumble.
I also think too your pass rush.
I really thought he did drop it. I really did.
It's harder to tell your D like your front seven to pin their ears back when you don't have, an All-American in the backfield plus Ricky Gibson back there to have more confidence to just be like, hey, yeah, front seven, go get them because we like our backside is we're good. We're good.
But we've at least been able to see David Hobbs
Get
is
there.
making an impact.
Hold.
I think Hobbs coming back. I think Jordan Ross has had a huge game.
Man, I thought that was a missed
I
hold
think
on
Zach
Carter.
or John was saying earlier, like, man, that might be maybe that's our next James Pierce kind of guy.
Was that Boo?
No. T-Lander, I think.
I feel like Boo's name's not been called a lot.
No, it was
At
Perlote.
all. No. Have we heard?
Oh, I thought I saw 23
No.
for some odd
No, it's
reason.
27.
No.
Perlote? Is that Perlot? Perlote has it. Forgive me. Do we ever figure out what happened to Ricky Gibson?
No, they never gave an
Nope.
an
Lower
actual
body.
injury.
Lower body.
No, upper
body.
body.
Upper
Upper body, yeah.
I think
Isn't
that
the
Purdy's
theory
not
it's
coming
back?
back. I don't plan on him being back
Isn't that
this
right?
year.
I've seen people say pec. I personally thought it was collarbone when it happens, like, and then the timetable, because I think Austin Price from VolQuest did say that, like, he could come back in the
Like a
playoffs,
playoff
like if
scenario.
Tennessee made the playoffs. So to me, when I was just doing a little
That's probably more of
Googling,
a Peck, right?
well,
And a
it
collarbone?
said pec was like 6 to 8 months, and a collarbone was like 3 to 4 months. So like
Peck.
to me, it sounded more like the collarbone since it was 3 to 4 months. But I'm not a doctor, and they haven't really talked about it.
I mean, I don't-
Florida just gave
Well,
up
when you,
this
when you had
goods
that
deep.
injury in the what game was it?
Syracuse.
Yeah, so first game of the
yeah, I mean,
year.
you could definitely do a medical red
tackle.
shirt.
Is that Thomas?
Yeah, get another year. Get another year.
Ty Redmond.
Redmond.
They kind of hand it to Washington though. He talked my smack and he's backed it up.
I ain't gotta give him nothing, Zach. I hate him.
I don't like him
He can
either,
go
but
to hell.
he didn't come out and lay a stinker.
He can go to hell. There's a key. Be there.
No,
you got beat.
another safety looking like a never mind. Idiot.
Geometry. Who said geometry?
Somebody
Yeah,
in the
whoever
chat.
said that in the chat was right about
Like, they're
that.
right about that, man. Our angles are not great.
Marcel
We don't have
Reed.
the right formulas plugged in on.
Something like
Marcel
whatever you
Reed,
guys are watching on the
A&M.
iPad, maybe test the settings. I don't know.
Right.
Get your calculator.
Yeah, a lot of
Angles.
Yeah,
Break out the protractor.
Marcel Reed and A&M right down the field to tie it up. Extra
Go.
point pending.
How about Georgia Tech? 6-0. Brent
Really
Keys.
good.
Brent Keys.
Hey.
Brent Keys. What a guy.
The jackets
Yeah,
are
what
for
a,
real.
What a guy, man. He's a hell of a guy and a hell of a coach. Hell of a coach.
Nick says we had 29 sacks last year and have 21 already.
Wow. I think we still got about 2 more left up
I'd
in
like
us
to
in this
overlay
game.
that with who we played last year.
Get there,
All
get there,
time,
get there,
yeah.
get there, get there, get there.
That's a
Get there.
Georgia.
He's out the pocket. He's gone.
Oh,
There it is. There it
Yeah.
is. There it is.
Evan Spillman.
Distance to the goal.
Evan
Get outta
Spillman.
here. Go
Enjoy.
away. Go away, man.
Enjoy.
Now, part of me on that, like that kind of deal, pisses. Like he wasn't sliding. Like if you're a runner at that point.
He hesitated to slide. I
He
think.
hesitated, like he kind of like hitched up. Well, what are you supposed to do as a defender? What are you supposed to do as a defender on that?
We'll see.
I mean, I don't see anything different.
He.
No, I'm.
No, it's, you can't do that.
Never mind.
You can't do that.
He
Yep.
might be out for the first half against
1-3,
Bama.
You're out for the
Throw
first
him
half
out.
of Alabama.
Throw him out.
Yeah, you're out.
Can't do that.
Can't do that.
That's-
Sorry. Sorry.
T-Lander, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. I guess second half of next week, right?
Yeah, second half.
Yeah.
They did.
That was a dumb
He wrong as
play.
well.
So now who's behind T-Lander for the first half of the
Perlote. It'd be Perlote again.
Oh, for rookie?
What's his like base position? What, free safety?
Who?
Who we're talking
Farouk.
about?
Or T-Lander? What's T-Lander?
Well, that was Spillman,
Yeah, well, what is his base position?
linebacker.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Our best
Hell,
linebacker
Split
pair.
Boo at linebacker.
Arian's our best guy, right?
Yeah, our best duo is Carter and Spillman.
I mean, Arian's had a hell of a year. But now Joseph's today.
Joseph's looked good. Joseph looked good all year.
He's balled out today. He's balled out today.
Joseph's looked good all year. Good performance from Jordan Ross.
Jordan Ross is a 5-star. That's a lot. That's very promising with what he's done today. Right?
Right.
I mean, Colton Hood's almost a first round pick now.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's the thing. Like, think if you just had Gibson and McCoy back there.
That's why I think they're
Because if you put them back there, like the better your back end is, the better your front end becomes, right? Because they got to pick and choose where they're going to try to create their leverage on the offensive side of the ball.
why I think they're going to try and get McCoy back sooner because they know how good that makes.
I know, but I'm kind of looking at it from McCoy's perspective, where he's like, "Hey, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
All the workouts are good. Everything's good. He doesn't have to play this year to still be a first-round pick next year.
Probably not.
He doesn't have to play.
Doesn't have to.
James
Would be
Franklin
nice.
has said
would
that
be.
Drew
It would
Aller
be, but
suffered a
he's like the
season-ending injury.
Drew
Ooh.
Aller's done.
Drew
He's done for
Aller's
the year.
done.
Allen's
I'm
done.
guessing this is the play.
I mean, Penn State's done.
I think we just saw the play.
James Franklin. What's the biggest game that dude has ever won?
What's the
He
biggest game
beat
he's ever won?
he beat Ohio State one time.
In the regular
They
season?
won
Yeah.
the Big. I mean, they won the Big Ten in 2018, 17, and didn't make the
I was gonna
playoffs.
say, but didn't they play like a Michigan State or?
It wasn't the best team.
It wasn't
And then
That's like the whole thing on that dude.
just
Can't win
like
the big
beating
game.
Boise State in the quarterfinal last year.
And I know UCLA's found this like revived life, but dude, they like Penn State flew across the country, got the shit beat out of them.
Swag King Kong.
UCLA flew across the country, went to Michigan State.
Yeah.
They beat the shit
They
out of
beat
them
shit
in their
out of
own
them.
house.
They beat Michigan State today.
By like
Bad.
38 to
Convincing.
17 or something. Like it was 24-7 at halftime.
It was
they look good.
convincing.
Like Nico looked good, the defense looked good,
Coaching
and we were actually having the conversation earlier today. Is like they are who you think they are.
Yeah.
They are who you think they're like. And then what I mean by that is when Deshaun Foster got up there and did his. Remember the whole thing that went viral about him doing that Big
Yeah.
Ten media day?
Yeah, it was
like, we're
the-
in Los Angeles.
That was the first media day after the Big Ten or UCLA joined the Big Ten, and Chip Kelly had just left to go
Right,
to
right. So he
Ohio
does
State.
that, and you see that, and they're all, and everybody's like, "What is what?
Who is this dude?
What is happening?" Like I think everybody knew who he was. They just were like, "What are you doing right now?"
So here you go.
It's clear that they had.
Touchdown.
Okay. Well,
Too
It's
easy.
clear they had some talent there. He just couldn't
Yikes.
couldn't run a thing.
You're not quitting.
Couldn't run a thing.
That's crazy. Penn State being done is good for us. So
Oh yeah, take them out of the
Appreciate Nico for
equation.
that one.
Take them out of the equation.
They score.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Penn State's toast. Yeah.
Turrentine
No.
in
No,
coverage.
Kicking it.
That went about as well as you thought it would. Turrentine's a captain too. I know they rotate captains, but like, my goodness.
I don't. Really
Yeah, I saw that in the
I don't
bathroom.
like the rotating captain thing.
No,
Yeah.
I don't either.
I think I would have gone for 2.
You feel like arguing for 2 weeks on Twitter
I
about
don't
going
know.
for 2 again, Joe?
No,
I feel like they're. I think
make it 9
Bobby's.
though.
I think Bobby's mindset might be like, hey, look, they were up 17. We've scored 8.5 minutes left. I think he might feel like Josh can get
Ashton.
conservative here.
I would
Get
have.
conservative
I
real
will.
quick. Get
Hold
conservative.
mine.
Run the ball. Make a couple stops. See what happens.
Obviously, the hope is that we just don't give them the ball back, but us being up 10, maybe they get in the position where they kick a field goal to try to do an onside kick or something versus going for a touchdown. But I am a little nervous with -5.5. It would have been nice to get a stop there. Be nice if the boys could put a drive together, close the door.
I think if you ever needed like the prototypical offensive drive,
Mm-hmm.
it's right now.
Yeah.
Take off
Run the ball.
4 minutes, drive the ball down the field, kick a field goal, make it out, make it unreachable, call it a game.
We get into
Call
the
it a game, and then we will reset real quick and roll some chairs in there, and we'll hit some voluntary reaction.
That's right.
With who's doing VR tonight?
Me,
Davey's on VR tonight.
Me.
Davey's on VR.
me, Davey, Bear, and Walker.
John Reed's on VR.
That's right.
Gonna
Long
have a
day
good
over
time.
here.
Oh boy,
Strap in.
we need the vibes to be high. We need a win. We need a win. I don't need an L for VR tonight.
What's the?
What's the live? We got.
Well, I was curious when the first college football playoff rankings come out. Isn't it November the 4th?
week 10,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So you got
First
like
week of
2 weeks, 3 weeks left. So right now, Tennessee
Seven.
is -10.5 plus 100. The over under is at 65.5, and you're at 58. You think there's 10 more points in this game?
No.
I would say Tennessee would have to do something big with, breaking a big play. About
I
8
don't-
minutes.
Yeah, I'm not buying into Josh doing that. You know.
Yeah, I can't imagine that we take too many deep ball shots. It'd have to
No,
be
he's
a,
gonna be-
a running back breaking one or a wide
Pretty
receiver taking
conservative
one.
here.
We should not throw the ball on first and second down at all.
See, I
Maybe a screen pass.
I think I'd like to just keep it. I hate taking your foot off the gas with 8 minutes left.
Yeah, so
Especially with, the team's got 3 timeouts within 10 points. I mean,
when you're
you go
down,
3 and out here, they got plenty of time to score twice. I mean, you saw it with Missouri, Alabama. Missouri still had 3 timeouts, and they didn't score until like what, a minute 40 left, and they had 3 timeouts to cut it to 3, and they ended up getting the ball back and had plenty of time to get in field goal range. They just couldn't do it. Quarterback made a big mistake. Prabula threw that bad interception, but I'd rather just keep scoring.
I can't see it, but I would assume Bishop does not have his helmet in that picture.
Yeah. I think with it being off, I think it's clear that he ain't got it. So I'd say he's done for the day. Hopefully that's just a day thing and they check him out and he's okay. But the fact he's not in the locker room getting x-rays and stuff, I think is a positive.
True. Good way to look at it.
Big drive here.
Put it away.
See what we do here. You should have them on their toes. Like, they're a bad defense to begin with. They should be feeling the effects of a 4-quarter game to this point. And yet we gain half a yard. Here's some start. Thomas Ryan.
It'll be very annoying if we go 3 and out here. It'll be very annoying. It'd be very annoying.
Yeah, you don't want them to kind of.
There it is.
There we go.
There it
There we
is.
go.
Hold on that ball. Beautiful.
I like the decision
Beautiful,
to put the ball in the air.
These
I
are
like
always
that.
such
I do.
great plays.
Get them to sell out for the run. Boom. Play action. It's simple as. Let's go.
And he's hurt.
And he limps off.
And he limps
And he
off.
limps off. Let's see. Here's. I don't want to go fast now. Obviously, you want to be more methodical.
Run the clock.
You want to be more methodical.
Tie it up.
How high does Texas move back into the rankings this week?
I think they were 27th. You know, you look at the other receiving votes in the AP.
Yeah.
They'll probably go back up to about 22.
Three,
Yeah,
22?
somewhere around there. I would imagine Tennessee jumps Oklahoma with a win here today.
Should.
'Cause, I
Top
mean, they
10
just
balls.
had nothing. Yeah, I don't know where that other one could be. I mean, so far you haven't had a team that would fall that far. Oregon's not going to drop back to where we're ahead of them. I mean, you still got Texas Tech to play tonight. Oh shoot, who's down?
One of our wide receivers, right?
Braylon Staley.
Oh no.
Still got LSU to play tonight too against South Carolina.
Oh no,
Auburn,
Staley.
Could be one.
Auburn, Georgia, too. It'll be a good game, hopefully. See if Auburn has any pulse left.
Tennessee can't afford any wide receiver injuries. Already dealing with your 2 freshmen being out.
Great bounce back game.
Who would the backup be? Travis Smith Jr.?
No, he was in a walking boot today. He's out.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, him and Rodarius Jackson both out.
So would it be the Alabama transfer?
Jefferson.
Jefferson?
I haven't seen him do anything all year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard him be in the mix at all. So like, it might be, but I'd say you're more so for this game.
Where-
Walker finishing
where are
out,
we
you'd be
at?
just with 2 tight ends the rest of the game.
Hopefully this
I mean,
is
I'm
not
fine with that.
non-contact.
Yeah.
The ball.
Oh, it's a shoulder. Looks like
Maybe a stinger.
yeah, it could be a shoulder.
A&M touchdown.
That'd be surprising if it was a collarbone, right? Like maybe like Davey said a stinger. I don't know.
It looks like his shoulder. Yeah, it looks like it might be a shoulder. He's holding it like it.
A dislocated shoulder. or
Yeah, I
something
don't know
like
if it's dislocated or what. Not a doctor.
Bloody.
Great game from him. It's a deflating kind of into the game for him.
Brazel's got 1 reception for 5 yards today.
Now,
that. And he dropped a touchdown, but yeah.
True. That
Do
is
you-
true.
do you think we put the ball back in the air
Yeah.
here over the next 2 downs?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's first down.
Second,
and
8.
Oh, wait, yeah, we just.
I mean, they've been attacking the middle of the field.
Yeah.
That's where we've been able to have our success today.
Run another RPO. One of those quick hitters with the tight end going somewhere in the middle. And trust Joey to make the right decision.
You got the same look you had on the play action with your 2 tight ends in the backfield.
I mean, they're stacking the box.
8-man box.
Good deep ball.
Begging you to throw it.
Give me a deep ball. Is that Mike up top?
Yeah, Mike's up top. Brazel's down low. Even though he's not in frame.
There you go. I thought he kept.
Oh,
All right.
Good. Decent run.
I feel like Joey had big yards if he keeps it on one of these. It's a big third down, Tim, for our 5.5. It's a
Biggest
big
one of the night.
It's a big third down for our minus 5.5.
If we
I
get
like-
2 yards, do we go for it?
I like not giving that away. Not,
That's terrible.
I
1
don't-
of 7 on third down conversions.
Average. The biggest thing, Davey, is that average yards to
Yeah.
go is 11 yards. Like we have, like I said, I think we've played better defensively than we have offensively tonight. We'll see if this team can put them away here.
Yeah.
David Sanders at right tackle.
What's he looking to do here? Better snap it.
Keep it, Joey.
There's
Keep the
there's
ball,
nothing
Joey.
going.
Go for it.
No, they're
No.
100% punting.
I mean, yeah, but I
we're going
still,
to sweat out the
I s-
5.5.
I
Tim.
still get up there and
Cash
try to
out.
draw him
Yeah.
off.
Still
Yeah.
catch up.
I mean, you even
Well,
if
the
you
last time he tried to draw him off,
Yeah.
he did,
Go
But I
for
mean,
and then
it.
you got
even
called for a false
with
start.
where you're at, like
The delay
taking the
game
delay
don't hurt,
game,
yeah.
it might even help you give Jackson a little bit more
Play
room
to
on the
win
punt.
game. Go for it.
Yeah, they're not going,
Play
but
to win
I mean,
the
you
game.
if you want it, you got it up top.
Yep, back out of it.
don't take a timeout. Don't take a timeout. Just punt it. Oh,
I don't think we've played that well today overall. Yet
No.
you're still up 10 points.
well, yeah, but it's an Arkansas team that I'm not sure is very good. So I don't know, like especially if we can't get a stop here. Feel really gross coming out of this Davy at 34-31. You know what I mean?
I would, and you add the injuries you've suffered so far in this game to the mix as well.
Yeah.
Nerves for next week at a place you've struggled for the last 2 decades to get a win. Not exactly feeling good about it.
Oh.
I don't mind Joey not keeping the ball if it sets up like a late last drive. You run that again and he pulls it, and maybe maybe that's there later. I don't know.
Can't have a shank.
Be a good time.
He's
for a
going to
good
have
win.
to call. Oh, get
Yeah.
there.
Come on.
dude.
Poor execution.
Ross has not had a good day.
Poor execution. Tim, the 5.5 is cooked. It
Have some faith.
is.
It's not cooked,
Have
John.
faith in this defense we've been playing.
I just think you saw it last drive. I mean,
Play soft.
you're kind of in your prevent. Yeah, you're just trying to make them eat up some time. I mean, I'd like for them to get back to blitzing and pressure, but
Pass rush is just gonna get after them. They're not gonna.
It's gonna be all right. Taven. Who cares?
Maybe just
Green.
play like little zone.
Their quarterback
Put a
is
lot of
due
cover
for-
two that Taylor killed us.
their quarterback's due for a mistake.
Not all day to throw.
see, we're just gonna sit back. We're
I
gonna
mean,
let 'em
I don't know
do
what
this.
McMurray's doing there.
That's.
They just got caught on the.
I'm glad we punted. I'm glad we didn't go for it. I'm glad we let them right back further than they would have been.
On scene.
Oh, what a dreadful start to the drive. What a dreadful end of this game. Take your damn sunglasses off, Bobby. You think Bobby Petrino still listens to Bad to the Bone?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Some George Thorogood.
Get there. See, you're just playing soft, trying to make them eat time up.
They're already in field goal range. Like, let's do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pitiful. No killer instinct. The play action, we've talked about it. It's Joey's bread and butter, and you hit a big one and you don't run it again. You just throw 3 handoffs, basically.
Inbounds.
3 handoffs. I mean, that's just not playing to put them away. There's too much time to just be giving them back up, down 2 scores with 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. I guess only
Milkman,
2 timeouts, excuse me, but still.
Milkman said vibes are spiraling.
They are in here.
Nah.
It's over.
They are in here
Turn
for
off the
me.
lights.
For the 5.5, it's spiraling.
Wide ass open.
Spiraling over here. See, now you're gonna mess around, not even have control of the game.
encroaching on 500 yards of offense for Arkansas.
An absolute terrible, terrible end of the game.
Zone is not working. Back to cover. Here, just find it.
There's just too much time to go into prevent.
And David Hobbs.
Brutal, brutal, brutal.
And I think that's David. Or is it David? Or
I can't.
Might be Carter.
no, it's David. That sucks. Just got him back.
Could not pick a worse finish to this game between Staley getting hurt, Kitzelman limping off, Hobbs hurt, 5.5 cooked, might not win the game. Hell, far.
We're gonna have to defend an onside kick. I can't.
Florida looking to tie it up against A&M. First and goal. The Dogs and the Tigers about to kick off on the Plains. Hate that for David, though. First game back. First game into the action, and he's out.
Yeah.
Walk it off under his own power.
What looks like the same injury. Well, I think now at least you know, like, hey, we got to hold them to a field goal here. Pick. Nah!
McMurray had a chance. Turrentine had a chance.
Catch the ball.
You expected Turrentine to catch a ball, John? That's your own fault. If McMurray doesn't tip it,
McMurray,
he's got a chance at it.
the double tip hurt it. 2 more downs you got to defend here, and then assuredly, I would assume they kick the field goal to try to make it a 1-score game. See if you can get a couple stops.
Really need this.
All day, turn your head, turn your head. That's
far,
not that's not catchable.
uncatchable. All right, I don't think
Third
I
down.
would target Colton Hood. Of all of Tennessee's defensive backs, I don't think I'm going with the ISO here.
Spy on Taylor, please. Just someone spy. One time. Keep contained. One time.
Here's where the zone might work, just because they're in such a small part
That's
of the
true, the
field.
zone
Like,
would
yeah,
work here.
here's a time you keep your eyes on green, and
Playing what? Single high? Oh, God.
you gonna bring it. You gonna drop out. Let's see.
Oh, 0. That's a 0 look. I don't like that.
Dropping
we're
out
dropping
of it. There's the zone. Get there.
Wide open in the middle of the damn field.
That's just brutal. That's just brutal. That's just
You back
brutal.
out. You back out of it, and
Damn
you
it.
leave the middle of the field in a
Go
goal.
for 2.
Basically, a
Kicking
goal
the
line
extra
set.
No, I would have gone for 2 down. This is why I would have gone for 2 though, down 11. Because if you get it, you're down 9. To where this makes it a 2-point game. Obviously, you're winning with the field goal. If you had missed it, Dave, it would have been 34-29, and you could have gone for 2 here to get it back to a field goal. You had a free kind of chance at it. That's brutal.
Unreal. Well,
Just another bad fourth quarter from Josh Heupel. Like, I thought it was a bad fourth quarter in Starkville. Thought it was a bad fourth quarter against against Georgia. Just another bad fourth quarter.
Oh, the free safety jump.
Turrentine in coverage, not where he's supposed to be. 2 feet away from the other linebacker that has the other zone. That's just
pitiful.
T-Laner literally is 2 yards away from Carter.
That's pitiful. T-Laner didn't do you any favors either.
Like, maybe, you can play soft, but at least be in front of the end zone.
Well, he's in front of the end zone, but he's in his buddy's back pocket.
Well, he jumped down to try and cut off.
You let Taylor Green throw for 256 yards.
No, I mean the Tim Banks criticism that's coming, over the next couple of days. That's been the big talking point of this live stream. I think it's warranted when you look at the fourth quarter. Like I think you went prevent too early, and now your defense is in trouble because the offense has to come out there and find a way to get you 2 first downs, and you've completely taken the air out of the ball. You've completely lost your rhythm on offense. They had stopped the game, right? They'd kind of stopped playing when you look at the last drive, and now you got to say, well, now we got to ramp it back up, boys. Vibes are low. 5.5 was looking so damn good, Tim.
Finally
Hey,
kept one.
hey, Joey finally kept one.
Why?
Told you. Let's set it up.
Joey finally kept one. Now,
Oh, he's
Zach taking a victory lap for him keeping it there. It would have been great if he had done it up 10 and we were not having to sweat this.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
you were
right.
doing it. And
And now your quarterback's hurt.
broke a rib.
is he just fatigued or is he hurt?
He might have
He's
got
hurt.
It looked like he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
You know what we got next?
Joey's hurt.
Joey.
Alabama.
Joey's
Well,
When he went and slide.
Yeah.
G-Mac or
maybe this is why he hasn't kept the ball. Whoops. Oh, God. This live stream is come crashing down. All of our guys get hurt. No, they'll still wind the clock. But I think if I'm Tennessee and Joey's still alive, I call a timeout to get him back on the field. But hell, I don't know if
that
he
he
can.
is.
I was hoping it's the wind knocked out of him, but it looks like they're working on his chest, his ribs.
Have they showed a replay?
No, he trucked the guy. It was a big collision.
Looks like a guy landed.
Oh, God. Vols
Less
10
than
Walk away
ideal.
for 15 seconds to take a piss, and I come back to this.
Ain't good.
Yeah.
I think the wind's just knocked out of it.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Fill it tomorrow.
Hopefully it didn't break any ribs. Just get
He fell on
down.
the ball.
Yeah, his
Landed on the ball.
yeah.
The fact he's not holding his shoulder
Yeah, he's just holding his.
makes me think it's not collarbone.
He landed on the ball. He'll be all right.
He'll be okay.
I feel like you go ahead and take a timeout if you're Josh. Well, I guess Arkansas will have to take one or get to the 2-minute warning.
Doesn't the clock just stop on an injury?
It'll start winding again.
Some
Yeah.
just caught the
Or will it just go to 25?
I think you still get your full 40.
You let G-Mac come in here and just gas pipe one down the field?
No.
No.
No, I can't
No,
say
you
I
don't.
do. Yeah.
No. There he is. Merklinger.
So there you
Okay,
go.
yeah, don't-
Clock's winding.
You're good. You're good. You get to go to the 2-minute warning.
If you're
off this.
Petrino, you
Oh,
call a timeout here.
yeah,
But if you
I
call
guess
a
he took-
timeout-
he took the timeout.
But
yeah.
if you call a timeout, then you go ahead and you put
Yeah,
put
they
Joey
had to
back
burn
in.
one. They had to burn
yeah,
one.
there it goes.
There he is. He's good. He's alive.
They're just gonna- yeah, now they're using time.
He's laughing about it.
First down, pretty much. does the job.
He's laughing about it now.
If it's a first down on first down, Walker, they'd still have a chance with 20 seconds
Yeah,
left.
we're gonna run it. We're
Yeah.
not gonna be.
But I'm just saying if we get the first
what?
down on first
Yeah.
down,
They took a
then
timeout, so
Yeah.
can put
they
back
could
the
still
ball.
maybe have another series. But the best thing having for Tennessee here is a touchdown, obviously, but after that, a 9-yard run, set up second one.
I don't think Joey's going to be keeping it on this one.
That'd be the ultimate fake, though. You think he's hurt and he keeps it again.
A little play action pop over the top would look pretty cool. It'd look pretty cool. It'd be pretty open.
Rope-a-dope.
I do like making Arkansas burn that second timeout right there. Bob, you're still rocking the sunglasses. Encroaching on 8 Eastern.
Why is Mark still in there?
I guess Joey ain't good.
Ball.
I mean,
There
hey,
you go,
Out.
Peyton.
How's
Hold it.
that's perfect.
All right. So now you're in position now. We're a first down.
Timeout. They're going to let it run.
go to the warning.
Why are we even getting up there?
Well, go to the warning. Walk towards the sideline.
Yeah, he should have used his final
What I'm
timeout
saying.
there.
Use it before the 2-minute warning, because if you don't get a stop here, regardless, the game's going to be over.
Maybe they fired their clock management guy.
I don't think it's that big of a sin just because it's kind of the same thing. If they call it there, then they run again on second down. It's fine.
Yeah.
But see now,
First down ends it.
if they take it before, there's a chance
Right.
that Tennessee would have 2:15 left, 2:20 left before their third down play, and then throwing the ball only comes with a 10-second penalty, 15-second penalty if it's incomplete. Versus now, you pretty much make Tennessee run the ball twice because you want them to burn that last time out and then burn another 50 seconds. If not, it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't for Bobby there. But they would have lined up. I'd have been interested to see if Arkansas would have tried the Mike Vrabel just jump off sides and give them the first down on the other side of the 2-minute warning. But Tennessee didn't give them the chance.
I don't know if you do in that situation.
Yeah, if you could do it over the 2-minute warning, I think you do. But after the 2-minute warning, no. You could theoretically have,
I mean,
if it's over the 2-minute warning, you could have theoretically gotten the ball back. With the minute
4 yards away from a win.
15, 4 yards away from a win.
I mean, do you take some, let's say, final score is what it is now. We get the first down, able to knee it out. Do you take some solace in the fact of you realize we didn't play that well? And it's like, all right, guys, you got a lot you got to get figured out before Alabama. This isn't a game where it's like, oh, yeah, we just breeze through that. We're good to go. You're not going to be caught in a situation where you're not prepared going into Alabama, I think, after this type of performance.
Yeah, I think Davey, we're about to go do voluntary reaction, and I think that it's going to feel like a loss. I think it's gonna feel like a loss in there because of how poorly the end of this game was. Joey going out, Hobbs going down.
2-minute warning.
First down wins game. Jeremy says, "Yo, can I say this is fire though? I've always wanted to watch a game and hang out with you guys, so that's good. I'm glad you guys liked it. I don't know how many more of these we'll do for football. This was kind of a test run because I'd like to do a lot of these for basketball, especially during the week. Watching these, maybe we'll do it again for football. We'll see if you guys liked it.
I used to do this at the old studio and would hook up the phone lines.
Yeah. Tell us in the chat whether or not you liked it. If you'd like to see more of it for football, we might try to bring it back.
Except that was 2020 in the Jeremy Pruitt era. So
all right,
you might imagine it wasn't exactly fun football.
You were just desperate for human interaction at that point. Joey back in the game.
Come on.
First down.
Run the ball. Run the
First down ends it.
He's going to
He's
run
going to
it.
keep it. He's going to keep
Okay.
it. Oh, he's short. 3rd and 1.
That's fine.
Why didn't we do that last drive?
Okay.
But I do like that they let him run this time to show
This
like,
is
hey, he's
2 down.
okay.
If I see Jackson Ross out there again, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's 4 down.
Push.
Assuming
There's
you
no-
don't lose.
We
There's
gotta
no
have
benefit.
speed play in the playbooks.
Assuming you don't lose a couple downs here or a couple yards here.
They call their last time out?
Yeah.
Okay. It has been fun, though. It's been a good time.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I liked it a lot better when we were up by over 5.5, but hold on to the win.
Not over yet.
Let's hold on to the 2.5.
Here. Good.
I don't think we're going to see a kicker. I think we're getting a first down nil out, a stop, or maybe a chance of running back a break one, maybe. But I would be
With a stop here, you're not kicking the field goal.
No.
No.
unless you lose like 4 yards. If it's 4th and 5, yes. If it's 4th and 1, no. I wouldn't, at least not with the way your defense.
I don't think you're-
playing.
I mean, as long as it's not a negative play, kick the field goal.
I don't think you're in field goal range, are you?
40,
No, you're not sending him out there for that.
I don't like
37.
He's got the leg for it, but you ain't kicking it.
Push.
That's a
That's
false
a false
start.
start. Oh my God, we got lucky there.
But up. There you go.
Let's go.
Go down. Go down.
more and more.
All right. We're heading over to voluntary reaction. Zach, go ahead and get this shut down so we can fire that up in there.
All right, boys.
That'll do it for us. We're not going to watch the kneel downs. We're going to get ready for the post game show. Fire up your Fanrun app or stay here on YouTube. We're getting ready to fire that up there. Zach, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Keaton, thanks for saving the day.
Keaton,
Good job by you.
All right, everybody.
See you guys.